Welcome to Dallas, Texas.
Back it up, back it up. Back it up. Claims are worth nothing if you can't back it up. Back it up. Step to the mic, to the mic, to the mic. Make your claim. But understand something real quick. Okay, then. Around here, words don't mean shit.
Back it up, back it up, back it up. Talk heavy, better stack it up. Receipts, clips, facts on deck. Don't dance around, best come direct. Yeah, welcome to Back It Up, where the mouth gets checked. Every claim on trial, every word gets pressed. You can say whatever, free speech intact. But don't cry when we ask you to prove your facts. You think Trump was Elvis? Cool, show the tape. You think history's fake? To demonstrate, you think the earth's flat? I bet you can back it up. When falsified to death, it's time to wrap it up. Not whispers, not rumors, not telegram threads. Not a guy I know, or the voices in your head. Bring timestamps, documents, video proof, or we'll dismantle the lie right in front of you. Back it up, back it up, back it up. If it's real, you ain't scared to back it up. If it folds when we ask how you know, that's when silence says enough. Back it up, back it up, back it up. Truth don't flinch, lies are up. Need that. Say it proud, then stand on it. Or watch us tear it the fuck up. We don't cancel, we examine. We don't scream, we demand it. Evidence over theatrics.
Okay.
Data over dramatics. No sacred cows, no free passes. Every claim gets weighed in masses. If it's real, it'll hold its shape. If it's fake, it shatters. So roll the tape. Yeah. Back it up, back it up, back it up.
Back it up, baby. Jared and my boy Landry gonna bring the internet.
Back it up, back it up, back it up. Back it up, back it up. Back it up.
Back it up, back it up, back it up. Hey. Only thing, can you really back it up, back it up, back it up? Only thing, can you really back it up, back it up, back it up?
Back it up, back it up, back it up. Back it up, back it up.
The best 10 seconds in the internet coming at you. It's Thursday. Let's do it. We're going to do it dirty. Don't worry. Gonna fix this. And there we go. All right. Welcome, everybody. It is time for episode number 5. Why is that not playing? There it goes. I don't know if that's too loud in the background or not. Don't worry about it. Can I get a 5 by? Somebody in the chat. Be appreciative of that. Let us know if the sound sounds good. You heard the intro good. You heard the background music good. Fits of Rage, welcome. Landry, welcome. 5 by, thank you very kindly. Appreciate that. Let us get it going. Landry, you're here. Landry, there he is. Let's get Landry.
I am here. I am here.
Boom, we got you. Oops, there's some sort of fireworks going off. Why is that?
With me?
I don't know, there's just fireworks on the screen. I don't know why.
All right, cool.
Let's get oh, there we go. Fix it. All right. Very, very nice. What's new?
Man, what's new with me?
Well, I didn't say what's new with your mother, but yes.
Well, sometimes like I gotta, read the room, and she's doing great though. She's
No, I didn't want to know about your mother.
I mean, with me, man.
With you.
It's been snowy. It's been snowed in for like 6 days. Everyone else has.
Snowy in Texas?
Yes, very rare thing. Iced over, completely frozen for like a whole week.
Wow.
And yeah, and so it's ice on top of the ice people, right? All the ice stuff is going on here.
Oh, yes.
Kind
of love them.
Keeping track of all those people. It's
Have you been doing any? Have you been going to any protests?
Yeah, I mean they're all retarded, but
all of them.
Yeah, they just don't talk to you. I mean, I think tonight I might do like because there's one later tonight. I might go and just be off the camera, put it all away, and sort of try to meet people because they're so reluctant to talk on camera.
Oh, they are. So they don't want to talk.
Yeah.
Okay. And I did see you. Some people liked your logo. They were happy that you were passing out your logo. I saw that.
Yes.
That's all I saw. But you feel good about that. They're like, oh, I like your logo. Maybe they'll call you.
Yeah.
Maybe not. I had a good week on Monday. I made a $18,000 sale. How about that?
Oh,
Yeah.
What was it?
Just two pinball machines, two custom pinball machines. So that is in much needed this time, but it's going to keep me busy for the next month or so. But that's good. If I could actually sell one of those a month, life would be great, but that's not really realistic. And somebody bought two of them. So
You think you could help me sell a boat?
is it a good boat?
It's a very rare boat.
Well, then why wouldn't you be able to sell it? Doesn't make a lot of
Because
sense.
I don't have that. I'm working on it.
Okay.
But I just don't. I'm not a salesman, right? I feel like you have always taught me, the art of
The sale?
really, because the
Oh.
art of the sale. What's that one book you told me to read? Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I know it's always been in your blood, and and I think Flow State's the same way. But I'm trying to get that vaccine where I can get it in my blood.
No, I'm actually terrible at sales. It's actually
Okay.
one of the worst
Well,
things I'm
I
at.
guess
so.
I'm full of shit then.
Yeah, and not very good. And for everybody who says that I'm balding, I'm not balding. My hair is just shaved.
That's me. I'm balding.
Gosh, people are so annoying. I saw people in the comments like, "Oh, Jaron just wears a hat all the time because he's balding." I'm like, "No, I wear a hat all the time because I'm going gray. Get it fucking right." Jesus, why can't you just get it right? I don't understand why you have to just speculate and just get it way wrong. Nobody wants to see that. All right. Anything fun with the AI world this week?
There's always fun stuff.
There's always
but
fun
there's
stuff.
a boat, right? That it's like a
Boat. We're on the boat. Sorry.
yeah. Well, the boat is it can be utilized and enhanced through. I'm thinking AI advertising is it's an undervalued market.
AI advertising. So that's like, okay. I don't think people like
Because-
those ads personally.
Well, no, because they're ridiculous, right? This is about what nuance is all about here, right? Because it's going to be AI voice, garbage. Nobody wants that. We can get. How hard is it to get a real narrator? It's easy.
Yeah.
They don't want the sloppy, AI slop video. You have to put some time and you got to trial and error. You got to make sure it's cohesive, coherent. If you have a picture of yourself holding a product, here's your product. It's in my hand. You take a 4K photo, then like subtle motion, nice music. I see the vision so clearly, but
You
it's
see
like
it.
I got to execute it. So if you have a product that you want to sell that I can do as a sample,
Moringa. That's a good intro, good segue. Appreciate that.
there we go.
Guys, if you go to my website, shop.jeranism.com or jeranism.com, and then just click the shop button, grab some Moringa. It's marked down to $30, free shipping, which is a steal. So if you're somebody who bought it in the past who likes it, and you like taking better, comfortable shits, then get some. Did you ever try some? I think I
That's
gave you
fun. Okay, no, that's actually a genius idea because I'm very passionate about the keeping things moving
Okay, well, there you
because
go.
of my chronic health issues, and it could be some comedy in there too.
It's so funny that there's absolutely nothing on the package that's supposed to do that. And then like Rose took it and she like called me. She goes, "I've had the best shits." I'm like, thanks for sharing. Then I had like 3 other people tell me the same thing.
Well, that's what it's all about. I think chronic health issues come down to.
Hey, can we do a
motility and
GoFundMe to
diet.
get you a fucking camera that actually works?
Yes, you can do a GoFundMe for anything. It'd
No.
be great.
I prefer just a camera that works. It's not freezing every 3 seconds and your microphone
Okay.
appears in front of your face.
Well, it's
every
only when I
20
change
seconds.
tabs. It didn't used to do that, but we can get the microphone. If it
No.
disappear, there it goes. Okay, it's gone. There's no microphone.
It's gone.
It's gone.
Whale panties. That's nice. My beard
I'll be
yells
very
at me
still.
for not doing the dishes. Wrong kind. Wrong. You're confused. Very confused. I'm late going gray. Oh well, it's still pretty thick. Yeah, I just am not a fan. I think I look young as long as I keep the hat on. When the hat comes off, then the young goes away. So, thank you very much, Megs, for giving that link. YouTube.com/. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. All right. So the show is, as we've come to know it, back it up. It hasn't been going too well because we can't find people to back it up, which kind of tells us something, right? Although I'm getting the same thing on my TikTok stream. You know what I was thinking? We could, if we have a bad week again, go to TikTok as well next week and let some of those people come up. They're crazy. That group is nuts. I think they're mostly homeless. Some of them are on heroin. Some of them are on meth. So
On TikTok,
yes, it is a very
Life
strange
is
place.
TikToking away.
They don't. Yes, they don't believe in truth over there. Truth isn't what's important. It's gotchas. If they can get you in something, if they can have you slip up, then they all celebrate and spread it around and dance in the streets, even though it means nothing to
That's
their
the Dusty
truth.
method.
Oh, it's
the flow state. He does that, or it's just like some sort of. It's not a lie, but it's like a misspeak, and he'll just like, frame it as
Right.
Oh, you can't discredited. It's like, okay, that's the best you got. You can't back it up.
anybody who thinks that TikTok is better than YouTube flat earthers, you're way wrong. They for the first time ever, YouTube flat earthers actually look good. Imagine that. All right. Oh wait, Jaron, do people backing things up need to be talking about this channel usual content? Like, no, anything. Because I have an idea for jumping on, but it's totally different. No, you can say anything. The title of the show, or what did I put as the subject? I put the Tumbleweed blows in Truther Town, because how funny is that when you demand that truthers provide evidence for their cockamamie stories, all of a sudden it dries up. Now all of a sudden they're all they're not here. Now when you don't demand they back it up. They'll tell you Charlie Kirk was a hologram and that all these millions of things. Asked to back it up, all of a sudden they all shut up. So that tells me something. All right, so there's a menu on the bottom of the screen. You probably can't read it. It's too small. That's right. We'll read it for you. $9.99 or $10. You can sound the dong, which is one of the best sounds ever. And you can remove the person that you name from the panel. For $11, that person can be reinstated. For $5, you can come on the panel a second time. For $50, Super Chat, you can join the panel for the entire show. So if you're somebody who's just sitting there like, I wish I was on the show right now, I'd tell these guys how much they suck, how much the earth is flat, and how much Dusty from Flow State is better than Landry, then you would come up and do that for $50. But there's the dong. Paying my dues for getting me out of this nonsense, the Obsessed Patriot. I read what you wrote the other day, again, that one, your famous comment. And I think it should be framed and posterized and maybe put on billboards around the world. Just letting you know that. So thank you very much, the Obsessed Patriot. Very kind of you. Very nice guy. All right. And so, yeah, that's the answer to your question there. Life keeps TikToking away. Good one, Landry.
Not that good.
That's all right. It's pretty good. All right. So that's the entire menu. We're going to take that off the screen for now. If you want to support the show and support telling the truth and having integrity. Oh, sorry. It's sore subject. And we're going to bring on, our first person is gone. He waited the whole time and then left.
I don't think he was actually there. I was trying to talk to him earlier.
I tried talking to him too. He didn't answer me.
Yeah.
When you're gone. So anyway, if anybody wants to come up, you can do so. You got the links on the screen to join tiny.cc /back it up. Or
rumor has it the tiny.cc was actually a dig at Jake the asshole. Is that true?
maybe not. Misty Shop, hello, Jern. That's funny. Still 3 years going from that. You tell me 9634 says not even close. I was laughing at the scenario and being sarcastic. Flo knew that. Oh, I don't know what they're talking about. I'm
arguing if it's always something like that.
It's always something in the chat that they're just talking, nothing to do with me at all.
No, do they have you muted?
Right, they're not even listening to the show at all. I'm trying to figure out if I can get this to work. I thought that we'd have. No, you don't hear that, do you?
I do. It's like aliens.
Wait, you heard that?
Yeah.
So why can't I hear it? Hold on, let me try again. So you heard this?
Yep.
What was it?
A fart or something?
Wait a second. I don't hear anything. How about this? Do you hear the what do you call it? The NBA Jam guy?
I love it when you call me Big Papa.
And that's going out to everybody?
Yes. Unfortunately, it is.
What? This is so weird. I can't hear that.
Hold on, let me go ahead and make sure I.
Did everybody hear the sound effects? We heard it. Wow, that is so weird. So if you don't know what's going on in my life, let me just tell you what the holy hell that's going on in my life. So trying to add TikTok, of course, is not the easiest thing because it's a different setup. So anyway, I have to change my sound settings completely to get TikTok to work. And then I have to change them back to get this show to work. And there's always something weird. Today, the weird thing is I don't hear my soundboard. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Let me see if it's going to the right speaker system. Open sound setting, open volume mixer. Just want to check to default, which is the
No, I
real
can't hear
time.
you at all. Whatever you just did got rid of you for me.
What? I didn't do anything. You don't hear me?
You are not audible for me.
How about now?
Yep, you're
Okay.
good. You're back.
I don't know why it muted me for whatever reason. All right, well, we're just doing no sound effects, I guess. That's all we can do. Wait, let me see if I turn this up. No, you said the crowd could hear it. I don't know. Can't explain it. Can't explain it. It is rough, though, because you can't have fun with that if I can't hear it. All right, so come on up. We want to, or I can ask Landry questions, too. I can get Landry's opinion on, you know what we could do, Landry, too? What if we spun the wheel of conspiracy?
Dude, that's so smart.
We could do that.
Yes, that's what the people want. They want to see.
They want the wheel.
Because
they do love the wheel.
We got to have
They do
something
love
to
the wheel.
lean on if the people don't back it up.
Okay, let's go on the wheel and we'll spin it ourselves and see what we get. And then we'll both comment on whatever we spin. Because this is... Nobody wants to make a claim. Wheel of Names is the site that we go to if you want to check it out sometime. Wheel of Names. It's not going to look pretty on the screen because I don't have it ready, but we can still find the... Hopefully I'm signed in here. Open? Oh, no. Why am I not signed in?
You know,
yeah, go ahead.
I think that so this guy I've been hanging out with a lot. You know, the first person I ever interviewed,
Ooh,
the guy
wow.
who told me that Trump is Elvis, all those things. He has gone. I mean, I really wish he'd come on the show, but I know he would be so offended.
Why won't he go
when
on
he
it?
was told? Because he doesn't have anything to back it up. He just has pictures of ears and zoomed in faces that are split down the middle, one person and the other, and JFK is still alive. Did he get it from that fittest flat earther? You know that guy supposedly was a teacher, got fired, and so now he does this as a joke to get back at the school system. And you notice how way.
Yeah, and you notice how he says at the end of all his videos, he says this is for entertainment purposes only. So he's telling people that it's entertainment, right? Because why else would you say that every show? Like that's not a TikTok requirement. He made up his own requirement, but it's just so he's safe by telling people all the time. And then everybody believes that he believes that.
So this is what they would call LARPing, right?
Yes. I believe
because a lot of people have used that word in these circles I'm in, and I'm like, what do you mean? But so they don't actually believe that. Well, you know, where do you stand? Because I feel like 4 years ago, okay, we got someone.
Damn it.
AI Sadius.
All right, go ahead and bring him on if you want. I'll start the clock. I'm trying to figure out how to get this.
All right, what's up? You gonna back it up?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm on now.
Okay.
Yeah. So like I was asking earlier about the stuff, because basically I've worked in tax and banking and stuff for years, and I know all over the internet people are always like, the rich don't pay taxes, the rich don't pay taxes, blah blah blah. I did financial planning for millionaires for 5 odd years, so I know that the rich pay their taxes, and I want to mention that occasionally because I know that a lot of people in conspiracy world just think that it's all a big scam, but it's not. And
What do you mean? Wait, hold on. So, but if you're rich, you can just keep you put into a trust, and there's a way that you never have to pay taxes on that money.
No, this does differ a little. I am Canadian. I know American tax law decently, but I have practiced in Canada. Like I've worked in Canada, so it is a little different. But trusts do less than people think. Usually people do trusts for privacy. They don't do it for tax evasion or tax avoidance, because generally trusts do need to pay taxes. Like, at least here in Canada, if a trust earns any money, a couple of very narrow exceptions, that all has to be charged tax at the highest rate every year.
Thank you, Jack.
Yeah, they used to be a lot better for avoiding taxes, but they clamped down those loopholes like decades ago. At this point, it's a lot less interesting than people think it is for tax treatment.
Wait, but so can't you though? So like, let's say Elon Musk, who's somebody who's supposedly got whatever it is, $30 billion, right? But he's not taxed on any of that because it's all unrealized, right?
Yeah, but if he ever wants to cash any of it in, so like
but he just borrows against it. He just
where it was like,
hold on, but should
I cash in 10 billion of stock and pay taxes on?
Right,
and
but he's just going to defer it. He's just always going to borrow against it. That's what the rich do.
Often, but that's what estate taxes are for. In Canada, it's different, although actually more punitive overall. But for the rich, like, estate taxes are going to get them sooner or later. And I think this is one thing that can easily confuse people is when you're looking at rich people, it's better to look at their lifetime taxes than year by year, because it's easy to push things off by a year here or a year there. But the underlying mindset should be, what are they paying over the course of their life? Because they got so much money, it's not a matter of, am I paying it this year or next year? That doesn't matter as much. It's about what the long term is.
I don't know if that makes sense to me.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't make
like
sense to me.
if they can defer it until they die, but then when they die, they get hit with 40%, I think is the U.S.
Oh, okay.
tax rate. That's pretty substantial.
But can't you just put it into a trust so it goes to your kids with no taxes?
I need to look up the exact rules on U.S. trusts. I know there are limits on that. It has been a little while since I was in this line of work, so I don't know it as well as I used to. But I know that there are. It's not as simple as that, is the short answer.
So let's just give it a scenario. So if I got a trust tomorrow, so I open up a trust, well, then what I can do is I can then get a life insurance policy on there, right?
Life insurance is the one big tax evasion tool, like avoidance. Tax evasion is the illegal kind. Tax avoidance is the legal kind. So yeah, life insurance, genuinely, you avoid a lot of tax.
Well, because what you can do is if you take $100,000 policy out on yourself, okay, then the next day I can go and get a loan on that 100,000. So I can then have a loan off money that it doesn't even exist. Isn't that? I mean, that's what I think that's what the rich do all the time.
No, for insurance, it's a little different. So think about it.
No, but I'm saying that's the value of your account. So you can then borrow against that.
This is where I'm going with this.
Okay.
You know you're going to die someday. So if you've got a permanent life insurance policy, something you're going to keep until you die, it's going to cash out someday. Okay. And they usually time it, at least in Canada, they usually time it to age 100. So by age 100, the value of the policy is equal to the payout. It's less. There's long, complicated rules for it.
Right.
But the short version is it builds up towards that over time. So if I'm 70 years old, I've had the policy since I was 20, it might have a cash value that's half of what the payout is. You can borrow against that cash value, but you can't borrow against like the full payout amount, because the full payout amount is not the value of the policy. You'll get it in 10, 20, 30 years whenever you kick it. You won't get it right away. So that cash value that builds up over time, basically the insurance company's like, well, we know we're going to have to pay you $1 million when you die, or we can just take $500,000 now and walk away. It's that $500,000 number that you're borrowing. So
okay,
a little more complicated. But yeah, like that does happen. But the thing about borrowing against your policy is when interest rates go up, like they did a few years ago, you can really get hammered. So
also it's just weird when you say that the rich don't pay. I mean, have you been paying attention like what's going on with the Turning Point USA and how they have all these offshoot companies that they've created that operate out of PO boxes, and then they pay them money for who knows what?
Well, I mean, TDUSA is a nonprofit that doesn't pay taxes, I assume.
Right. So
that's usually how they're set up. So a nonprofit is a whole different world. I never worked with that. I dealt with people.
Yeah, but this is why the rich get rich and don't pay taxes, because nobody's. So the nonprofit pays these rich people the money.
But then when it pays them a salary, they pay tax on that salary, right? I'm
not sure. I don't even know what happens when that happens.
No, like it's just like when you earn a paycheck when you were at Walgreens or whatever. Like if they're getting a paycheck from a nonprofit, they are paying taxes on.
What is rich in your minds?
When I was working, it was basically $1 million of investable assets. So usually they'd have a few million total when you count their house and stuff that wasn't like their car and shit like that. But like the biggest I ever dealt with was over 100 million. I think they were about 120 or so. Usual I would deal with in that job was sort of 3 to 5 mil.
So do we keep him backstage until he gets us some of this money, or what do you think, Jaron?
He at least needs to get like
I wasn't on commission.
1% of it at least.
When I was on commission, I couldn't sell it. Yeah.
Time. Anybody want to keep him up here or get rid of? No, I guess we'll just give him.
Yeah, maybe the guy you used to work for, the 100 million guy will pay to keep you up here.
But there's nobody waiting, so go ahead if you have more to say. That's fine.
Yeah, no, just generally, like if you look at the stats, the Tax Foundation is a nonprofit in the States that does a lot of detailed breakdowns from IRS data. So you can look at the raw IRS, but Tax Foundation makes it look a lot nicer and easier to understand. Like I think the top 1% pay like 40% of the taxes. It's a lot. And like this does add up. Like you can cherry pick. You can say, oh, well, this year Donald Trump paid $750. And that one year, that's true. But I think when they got his tax records over the course of like 20 or 30 years, they paid an average of about $1 million a year. So like not huge by the standards of his wealth, because he was worth a few billion for most of that. But it's still $1 million a year you're paying. Like the 750 makes a great headline, but I think it was only like 2 years out of the 30 where that was actually what he wound up paying. So,
Okie dokie. I tend to disagree, but I don't know about Landry. What do you feel, Landry? How do you feel?
It's just so much money that my mind just goes into like fantasy land. I'm like, what if that was me?
I know. I was
just
just
like
like
daydreaming the whole time you guys been talking.
honestly, man, I'm the same way. I make like 50, 60, 70 a year at best. Depends on bonuses and shit. Like I'm not super loaded or anything, but
Maybe one day.
I worked with like the people who are, and like, yeah, it's
Are they ever decent people?
yeah. I mean, like I didn't. The thing was, the people who were actually talking to them face to face were elsewhere. I usually dealt with their paperwork. I didn't deal with them as individuals, but I met a few of them. They were perfectly nice.
Well, yeah. I
Like-
mean, for the first impression they are, but you get them.
Yeah,
I want to ask their maid how they really are.
yeah. I mean, like if you look at most of them, they're small business owners. They're like doctors. They're lawyers. They're they run the local the store, like a dry cleaner that's been super successful, or like shit like that.
Yeah. The good old dry cleaner. Gotcha.
What like there were hundreds of them. I don't remember all the details. Like a lot of them are like they'd be exact. Like one I remember, he was an exec at a tree trimming company, like a big tree trimming company, but he was there. There was one who was like a broadcaster. We had the occasional sports star come in. Like it was not the people you think of when you think of the super rich. Like I think the biggest one I dealt with was someone who had a startup in like I think they sold soup mix or something stupid like that. It was I'm anonymizing slightly, but it was like that. It was a successful startup. That was the one that was like over 100 million, but it was just a company. Like it wasn't anything crazy. It wasn't anything wild and
I think the smallest thing can work, man. I've been clinging to that idea forever that one day I'm gonna be taking a dump and then it's gonna hit me because I had all the moringa and I'm just gonna be like, oh, here it is. This is how moringa makes millions.
Yes, that's how it works.
And
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, like that's actually an interesting story though. That company, the super whatever startup, like they had gone from nothing to I think 120 million. And we looked at their situation. We looked at because a lot of what we focused on was how can we save you taxes. We looked at it. Capital gains tax rate in Canada is about a quarter of what you make. We looked at it and we're like 120 million. You're paying 30 million of taxes when you're selling because they were selling their company at the time. You're paying 30 million. Write the government a check. We couldn't do a thing for them because that was the tax law. There weren't any loopholes. Frankly, the biggest things we ever dealt with were like the U.S. equivalent would be like your 401ks and Roths and stuff, like that stuff. In Canada's a little looser, but basic idea. And life insurance. That was 80% of what we told people. And after that, it's just, we'll look at it. You can save like 1% on probate fees when you die. You can like, if you have a disabled kid, there's this one trust that's really good for having disabled kids. It was little stuff. And now you're dealing with a few $1,000,000. Saving 0.5% is worth the time and effort. It's tens of thousands, but it's still 53% top tax rate. You're saving 0.5%. Okay, you're still paying 52.5, right?
but now does half an inch matter? Is the real question that we're all wondering here.
You need full inches. Full inches or none. I'll make a claim right now. I'll make a claim about the size of mine if you want. I bet you that I'm bigger than every single.
Don't back it up.
Hold on, I'm gonna back
Don't back
it up.
it up.
I'm big.
Don't back it up.
I am bigger than every single female that ever existed by far. It's not even close. It's not even close. That means I
Do
just.
you think Jake the asshole could say the same?
Hey, I've seen some big clits. I don't know. But easily I win that contest. So easily I win that. All right, so I got the wheel ready. I think.
Dude, there's a yes.
Let me see if the wheel's going to work well here.
Hey, if I played a soundbite, would it work? Through the
should.
StreamYard?
I don't know.
I'm going to test it. So
It's
bear with
too
me.
large here.
Very
Oops,
shortly.
that's the forget about the reefer roulette. That used to be when Sav before he was tarded. What are you
You
doing?
smoke too much reefer.
It's way too much. What did I do here? I got to fix this. Sorry, we're gonna get rid of that. It's not working yet. It's got to fit on the fucking screen first. Wait, what? Clock? Oh, wrong clock. It's called wheel. All right, now we got it. Sorry, fix that for you. All right, Alcidius.
Yep.
You have anything else for us?
That was the big one. I mean, I like in terms of the normal stuff you cover. I don't have a lot to say that you haven't already said yourself.
What about ice? You pro ice?
I think that Immigration laws need to be enforced, but they tend to be full of idiots and don't do a very good job of it.
I saw that
they're
they were like
doing
showing
too good of a job now.
They showed some people that they hired that have like sexual battery on children that are ICE agents. It's like, what the hell's going on? How's that even possible?
I don't know, man.
Their hiring process must not be that great.
Well, think about it. Like, you're working a job where everybody hates you in the places you're going, and you're probably going to wind up moving around the country a lot. Like, if you've got, you want to stay home, like the best cops are going to be the ones who are like, I want to stay home. I'm in a nice suburb. I want to work in the nice suburb. I want to be there. I don't want everyone like throwing shit at me and blowing whistles every time I breathe. ICE is just not a very appealing job for an average cop, I wouldn't think.
They get a huge. Apparently, they get a huge sign-on bonus.
That's what I heard, too.
They have to pay it back if they don't stick around long enough.
All right, we got that already.
Yeah. No, that's sort of what I figure. Like they aren't going to get the best people unless they pay way more than market. So it's going to be. Oh. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they're just not getting the greatest cops.
All right, I'll let you go because you've been past 5 minutes and we got somebody waiting.
Oh yeah. Oh, if you got someone
later. Give me the keys.
Oh, that's not somebody waiting. That's the soundbite.
Way to go.
Of shill separation. You can go from the bottom fucking rows, sanity machine, Jack Talcott, little tiny people with fucking no audience, and go through 6 degrees of shill separation all the way back to Trump.
Holy fuck.
Oh, Jakey Poo. Let me go up here. Where are we? Hey, fix the screen.
Oh, sorry.
Come on, you're supposed to be doing this. Thank you. Now we fix it. Right, way to go. All right, so let's. We're gonna spin the wheel while nobody's up here, and we'll see how it goes. So this is from the show Reefer Roulette, which used to be just us sitting around smoking weed. And then we had to spin the wheel and talk about a subject, which we're going to try again. Wait, no fireworks. Don't do that. I meant to do... Great. Hold on. It's not ready for this screen because we're too large. You ever been told that before?
I don't know, man.
Pretend.
They
pretend.
say too thick.
No, they don't. No, they don't. Let me go to wheel. Add that. All right. So it's going to be, let's cover Landry's face with it. Is that rude? I think so. But we'll put it there anyway. All right. So there's the wheel. Let's see how it goes. There is a $100 slot there. I don't know what that, if that rolls, we'll figure out what we're going to do with that. I don't think it'll roll. Good luck. I think we're going to spin it. Let's see. There it goes. Ready, Landry?
Oh, yeah.
What's it going to be? What's it going to be?
Our post was the NBA rig.
What is it? Oh, it's almost to the 100. Unfucking believable.
$100.
There's like one slice of that entire pie. What does it mean?
All right. It means you got to pay me $100.
I don't think that's what it means. But well, we're gonna have to spin it again. I wonder how many options there are. Let me just look at it real quick. There's one green. Oh, 2 green, 3 greens. Wow, that's a lot of things we wrote on there. Jeez, there's a lot of pie slices. All right, Lindsay wins again. People from the fact down are having fun with that one. All right, so let's spin again. I don't know what the $100 is for. I guess we'll have a $100 prize at some point for something. Let's try again. Go. I don't know what happened. It means everybody in the chat has to send a $100 super chat. Nice. Love it. Boomer, come on up to the show. The link's on the screen. tiny.cc/backitup. Stop being a douche. Oh, the Sun Simulator. Or time travel.
Sun Simulator.
Well, that's easy. It's complete bullshit. You? Oh, sorry.
Okay, Sun Simulator. So let's walk through this. What is this?
Do you believe that there is a sun simulator that can be used to fake the sun, say, in Antarctica?
So the sun's a projection.
Yes, it's simulated.
No, I don't believe that.
Meg says she thinks it should go to the Fact Down winner. By the way, Meg's in the house. She was the first ever and only ever Fact Down world champion.
We could probably pump through those pretty quick, right? If we just look at them like.
Well, so far we Sun Simulator. I'm out. You out?
I'm out. Yeah.
All right. So there we go. So we just finished that one. There's no such thing as a Sun Simulator. Hey, there's $2 from Healthy and Safe, and I can't get this out of the screen. Ah, shoot! I spun it again. I was trying to move it. Can't read his super chat. Super chat at $2. LOL. I guess what I thought.
That's a good one.
Okay, so Sun Simulator's out. No, there's only a Sun Simulator in a warehouse. someone.
Bill Nye and his gay bow tie.
Gay Nye and his gay bow tie.
What about him?
I don't know.
I think
That's
he
the point is it's supposed to spin the wheel and then it comes up with a topic and then we're supposed to talk about it. So when I
Okay,
say the
Bill Nye
topic,
and his
don't
gay
say
bow
what about it.
tie.
That's kind of the point. What?
It is gay. The bow tie is.
I'm not a fan.
confirmed
I'm not
gay.
even a fan of Bill Nye. I think that
I mean,
he
he's creepy.
yeah, and isn't he a failed comedian
I don't know.
and
man.
engineer?
Everyone's a failed something.
Yeah, I believe so. I'm not a big fan. This is huge, Jaron. I don't know what that means. Boomer, I've been hearing the Globe assumptions argument a lot lately. Is this so? Why doesn't he come up? Boomer sooner.
Because he can't back it up. Back it up.
No, that's good.
I know he can't.
You can't back it up. You know, if you can't back it up, however you spelt it. What about when he said we are in an enclosed system? Yeah, he's just again, he's talking about he doesn't want people to think that we can take our trash to space. That's what he meant. Again, this is one of the biggest fails of the flat Earth. Is
Wait, hold on a second. Why can't we do that?
Because it's too expensive. The rocket launch itself costs more than just burying the damn
But the
thing.
people who love space the most are the most wealthy.
That's true. We should have just Jeff Bezos take trash up there. I think it's a net negative.
They should charge for that. Like where instead of going to a hotel in space, you can just charge to just
throw your
all
trash out there.
And, hey, you like getting rid of your trash? Well, how would you like to get rid of it permanently?
It's true. It's true. I think that yeah, I don't think space trash is necessarily a good idea.
Space trash. It's a good name though.
It's good. It's a good name, but
That's
I
your
think
next
it's
show.
probably the cost benefit is not very good. It's going to be too expensive to put it up there and then throw it out. So he just said, I want you to your generation remember we lived in a closed system because none of these guys think you can actually get to Mars. So, do you know they're supposed to go to the moon again?
I'm undecided on that Mars stuff.
What do you think about the moon?
I still can't really get. I'm really frustrated on the whole equipment, right? Because I mean, it just still seems so bizarre. The golf cart. I mean, that's all. I know I can't prove anything with that, but it still just it boggles the brain.
It does boggle the brain. Yes, I agree.
It does not gobble anything.
I wish then I'd pay more attention to it. Select all messages. I'm just looking in the chat if anybody's got anything to say to us, or else we'll spin it again. But so far we've got Bill Nye. Nothing impressive there. He's just a failed engineer, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, John, I've been telling you that for months. They say in April, we do know that that's going to get pushed, though. Of course, always. But they say they're going back. And I think that this generation deserves it. And I think it deserves it in high def, and it deserves it to be very impossible to call it fake.
Well,
So.
these recent things, right? The current happenings.
you
I
can't
believe
see
that
my
there was a
camera.
Jaron 4 years ago who would have seen the shootings yesterday and whatever the other day that happened was, and have a pretty expansive take on it. But the new Jaron, just same old, same old. Somebody's probably actually dead. There's nothing to see there.
Which killing are you talking about?
Pretty. That's the most recent one, right?
No, I think that they were legit. I think that the chances that they are completely faking something like that would just be silly. And it would also be like, imagine if they ever got caught doing something like that.
Well, who's going to catch them? I mean,
well, you could prove. I mean, if something's fake, you should be able to prove that it's fake. It's very difficult to pull off something completely perfectly that can be passed off as real. That's part of the thing, right? Like, think of can you imagine now going to the moon and then getting away with it once and being like, we have to go again, and let's take new liars. Okay, and then we fake it again, and then they're like, we have to fake it again, and let's fake it with new liars, new people in the control center, new people all over, new companies helping us out. Okay, let's do it. So, like, how many times would you do that until you realize, like, we should probably be happy that we've gotten away with it this long? Like,
yeah.
They did it 6 times. You don't have something that you fake 6 times.
So, I guess do you worry about the implications of a secret police, which is essentially what's happening right now?
Do I worry about the implications
I've
of a
seen them in
police?
real life, and they did not have it was just regular trucks, no markings.
No, because I'm a citizen.
So you don't think it could transfer over because with all the AI and the license plate scanners and all these things.
Yeah, I mean, of course, I hate all that shit, but I mean, we have to live here.
Well, but this is like, can you imagine them taking us next, right? Or is that too far fetched?
I think that's far fetched. What do you mean, taking us? Why?
I mean, like, so if they're gonna sort of really relax on the laws and the things that they were doing for many years for the illegals, that they might turn over here in 5 years and say, hey, we don't like what you posted on Facebook. You're coming with us.
That's why you don't have $100 million. Thank you. Don't know what that's about, but all right. Who has a mouth for that, Meg? What are we talking about here? He needs another for wanking off Dearth. Jeez, and you know, I invented a new word. You want to hear my new word? I think it's hilarious, and everybody better start using it tomorrow, because the Globers, they came up with the word your Papa Flurf. Each person has a Papa Flurf. I don't like it. We got to change it to your Flatty. Who is your Flatty? So my Flatty is Mark Sargent, sadly, because he's the one that got me into platters. Am I your Flatty? Admit it.
Oh yeah, of course, dude.
Yes,
of course.
Angels of Shites Flatty is Dave Weiss. Each person has to have somebody that got them into initially Flat Earth, and that's their Flatty.
It should have been a red flag, because I was like, man, all these other guys are
yes.
ridiculous. Like,
Alsadia says
like,
that is correct.
I was just like, Jaren's the only one who figured it out, and is actually.
Oh God, no! Papa Flurf is much more clever than Flatty.
Papa Flurf, what, dude? That's no. Papa
No
Flurf
way. That's
down.
terrible. Papa Flurf sounds so stupid. Mark Private, yes. I never liked Papa Flurf, but Flatty is hilarious. It's your daddy. It's your Flatty.
Oh, okay. Oh, now see, I didn't even get that. Okay, that makes sense.
The Papa Smurf, but I don't. Blue creature.
Flatty with 2 D's. I thought it was just flat T.
No, Fladdy.
Yeah, that is better.
It is funny. It's Flatty. See, there we go. Lono69 likes Flatty. Everybody's got a Flatty.
Mark Private.
Yeah, he did a Garbage Pail Kid with the Mark Private. Is hilarious. Good stuff. How sad would it be to say DJ Curious is my Flatty? Is he? Don't tell me that's true. But you're not a
He's not that bad.
As long as you call Vlad V Diddy, all 2'10" of him. DJ Curious is your Flatty. That's pretty sad. Dr. Bass Ackwards. I'm my own grand Flatty. No, you're not. Dr. Bass, you come on, give us the truth. Who is your Flatty? You have to have one. It is a little flaccid. It's a Flatty. It's not. You're not raring to go. Yes, Flatty, not I'm sorry, not Flattie.
Yeah, we were all confused on that one.
Okay, that wouldn't make any sense. It's like Daddy with a FL. Flatty. I think Awar was my Flatty, and he's now WWF also, I believe. Are you sure? Wow, I haven't heard that. I know that he's no longer on the old world stuff. And somebody sent me a post that said Yankee Stadium couldn't have been built in 1923. I'm like, why? They're like, oh, because it only took them 250 days, and now it takes them 3 years. I'm like, yeah, it was 1923. They made stadiums out of concrete and plastic seating. Go to the AT&T Stadium in Dallas and tell me if it's the same as the Yankee Stadium in 1923. Of course, it takes 3 years longer. There's labor laws. There's all kinds of shit. People are so confused. Like, what do you mean we couldn't build it in 1923? There's video of it.
The issue is that people look at it in the wrong way, because we built it back then precisely because humans were much more interested in the aesthetics of buildings than they are now. So when we don't take that into account, like, everything just needs to be built today, and that's it. Doesn't matter what it looks like, just build it. And then they sort of come up with these new themes of like building styles, but what they're really doing is just saving time and money, because they found a new way to do it, and it looks uglier. And just over time, they don't want to make a monumental giant building that like they used to, because they don't care if it's pretty.
Meg says she has Flatty issues. Never had one. It's a rough way to go. We've got Derek. What does that say? Derek the Dullard. Big up, Jaren. Big love from Brum in the UK. I've never heard of Brum. Jaren, does that mean we're flat Eskimo brothers? Jesus, K. You don't want to know the answer to that. Plastics weren't invented until the late 30s, maybe 40s. What? What were the chairs?
Plastic?
What were the chairs at Yankee Stadium then? Wood? I don't even know what they were. Is Caleb Kruger coming on? Or did he fuck off? I don't know where he is. That would be tomorrow during the TikTok stream. Although, Whatcast, guys, if you're not watching Whatcast, he's in the chat. You got to check him out. He's hilarious. He's one of the only.
The crazy voice?
Crazy voice. No?
Very, very high pitched?
No. You got the wrong person. He's very, he's one of the very few people that makes me laugh out loud when he's talking, because he'll just make some fat joke about Angels of Shite or something, and, him being upside down, and if he was upside down, then he suffocate on his own chins. So we got to make, that's good that he doesn't do that. But he just makes me laugh out loud. He'll just say something funny every once in a while. Anyway, and he's got a nice system going for getting super chats. I got to learn that system. CC claimed you couldn't build a tunnel in the 1920s because they only had a shovel. Has he ever seen the subways? I guess not.
Actually, they didn't invent the shovel.
What the hell was
Until
that?
20.
Nah, you're all screwed up now. Your sound's broken.
My sound is broken.
Yes.
Wow.
What cast? Do you want to come on the show? We'll spin the wheel of Reefer Roulette. You know what? I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna change that logo. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna change that damn logo. Sub to what cast, please? We're gonna change this logo. We have the wheel of conspiracy because nobody wants to come up on the show and back anything up. That's what happens when you ask for them to back it up. They're like, we don't have shit. We don't have shit for you. But I'm gonna try and change this. We go to customize. Can you see this now? I just want to get that off. I don't like Reefer Roulette. It's a bad memory. Bad memory of people who used to be cool and then turned into old fucking farts.
But dude, you gotta one day just go in there and just. I mean, here's the issue: people are afraid to go into anime territory. But dude, people would love to see you just pop into Dave's stream one day. He streams like all the time, and you just sort of say, "Hey, man, back it up," and then that's advertising.
What do you got? What, you were there on the 18th, but you left on the 17th. It's impossible because how are they going to make up for the fact that you left a day early and that the other people came a day late? And shut the fuck up, Saul.
And then you embrace it because then you know what happens. Then other people see that and then they react to it, and then the panel effect happens, and then everyone's like,
The
"We could do
panel
this,"
effect.
because everyone's afraid.
Never heard of such thing.
They're afraid. The same reason people don't want to come here is why you don't want to go there.
No, it's because I don't agree with anything they got to say. I don't think that they even are on the right track.
Well, that's the point, right?
Oh, I guess so.
It should be.
Good point. Good point. Let me see here. I can't find a logo here. Piss me off. We'll find it in a second. Share it. Come on, give me a back it up logo. What is that noise? Is that your kid?
Sorry, my door is like blowing. Hold on, my door.
Okay, this one. Let me see. Wait, was your image rejected? No. Okay. Oh boy, what the hell's going on with that? All right, we're gonna leave it for now. It says back it up now, but it's not. It's a little twecko. All right, let's spin the wheel. Here we go. Chuba 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 chup 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 chup. All right. Look up how to rage bait. Oh, I gotta learn how to do that. It's okay, what cast? Next time. We're gonna see what we got here. Condoms. Albert Einstein.
Condoms.
I've never worn one, so I'm out. Landry, you have any comment on condoms, or are we moving on to the next one? You literally are the opposite of worthwhile. It's not hard to question who brought you into FE. Boomers. All right, well, I guess we're going with another one. That's not going to... Are you there, Landry? We need your comment on condoms. No. All right. Next. Spin again. I like making that sound. Are condoms fake? No. But I will tell you what is fake. Oh. I'll tell you that volcanoes, they're fake.
Volcanoes.
All right, volcanoes next. I will tell you what is fake, though. Pre-cum pregnancies, fake. They don't exist. Anybody who ever told you that they do is lying. They're from the schooling system, lying to you. That the pregnancies come from semen, which do not exit just randomly leaking at the end of your tip. So, just telling you, people are lying to you when they tell you that. And what it's from, let me tell you what it's from, is when guys accidentally come inside of a girl, they don't tell the girl, and then she gets pregnant, and they're like, what? I don't even know. We pulled out, remember? And then she's like, I guess it must have been the pre-cum. And that's how it's been carried on. But it's not true. Why do you have ads during a live? So annoying. I do not. If that means it's been claimed, if that happens. It means somebody has claimed the stream and now they're putting ads on it. I don't do that. It's the Catholic Church that made up that mess? Probably. Yes. So we wanted to know your opinion of condoms. Can you please help us out with that, please? Thank you. You're taking too long now. It's taking too long. Should be quicker.
I'm here.
Okay. We eat after. We usually eat after the show. It's kind of
dude.
Kind of a
I
personal
just had to
rule that
grab
I go
one
by.
bite.
Okay, just a rule that I go by myself. Yeah. Actually, I don't. I think people have probably seen me before. I don't always. I eat grapes
It's
and
rare,
tomatoes.
though. You're rare with it. You're pretty good with it.
I'm pretty good with it. Can you explain? Oh yeah, Boomer, she's not there. Can you explain claimed? Where's
So
Boomer?
why did condoms get brought up?
It spun on the wheel.
Oh, condoms. Okay, what about them? Good or bad?
I'd already made my comment. I said I've never worn one, so I don't.
Never
know.
in your life?
Never.
Wow, dude.
It's probably not a good thing, but it's not a bad thing.
No, but I don't. Here's the thing. I'm kind of with you. I think that it's kind of a scam. I don't know what it is. I don't know what people do because I mean I've had some issues, right? You got to get a little jab in the butt to get rid of a little this and that when I was looking at these.
I did not know this was coming out. All right, we're STD files here. I've never been stabbed in the butt to get rid of anything. Thank God. But clearly that means that condoms probably aren't a joke if you're talking about getting STDs. Pretty sure if you would have wrapped it up, you would have probably not.
Wrap it up. Wrap it up.
Wrap it up. Wrap it up. Yeah, we'll get that song going pretty soon. Yeah, too much information. All right, so you got poked in the butt with a whatever, some sort of antiviral or something. I'm guessing.
You know, yeah. And but well, I guess the thing is though, is it just feels so anti-human. You know.
Yes, it does not feel right. I don't know how anybody, or it doesn't seem right at all. So I don't know how anybody
You're
does
just
that.
mad they don't have the trash bag size.
They have trash bag size. I've seen them. All right, until that sperm makes a child and is brought into the world, then screw that kid.
Damn.
That's not very nice. Not very nice. We should teach all children though when they're like 14. Just say, hey, if you have sex with somebody, you are at that point agreeing to raise their child. So be careful. I wish somebody would have told me that. Share the live, guys. Yeah, please share it. I don't know how many likes there are. I don't look at the numbers anymore because I would get entirely distraught and probably slip my wrist right around the 3/4 of the show mark, which would be difficult to do because how am I going to shut down the show a quarter of an hour?
It's changed, right? Like I feel like the metrics used to be so different back in the 2020, 2021 era.
Oh boy,
like,
tons.
For lives, I mean,
tons. Where is this boomer person? Why don't I see them? They can't be in my chat if I block them. Why wouldn't I be able to see Boomer?
Can.
Wait. Hold on. What is the point of this? So I can't see Boomer. He's in my chat, but I can't see him. How does that make any sense? Somebody explain this to me. You're telling me somebody can block me and then I can't see them in my own chat?
I've had that happen but this is what's interesting is I've seen it where somebody has me blocked and then they come in and I see their chat on StreamYard, but I don't see it when I go to actually look in the account.
I don't see any chats from Boomer. I see everybody talking to him.
Hold on, let me see if I see him.
No, well, panties, but that's not right. It's my show. Why wouldn't I be able to see somebody who's in my chat? Curious UK Debunk says I can't see Nooner either. It's because Flat Earth is dead, and unfortunately Jaren's channel is still labeled Flat Earth. He hasn't chatted in a while. Oh, maybe, okay. I thought you guys were still talking to him. Maybe he was up there. What's his name? Boomer something? I'm looking up. I don't see anybody.
Boomer Sooner.
I don't see him. That is.
I see him. Hey, he said, well, panties. I've explained plenty. You just don't like the answers that don't end where you want them to.
How far up?
The same as not engaging. Like at the very top.
All the way at the top of the chat?
Yeah, if you press, well, not the very top of the chat, but the top of the one that's active right now. I'll take a screenshot.
Oh, on the screen?
Where
are you looking?
I mean, I'm looking at my chat.
In what, StreamYard?
No, I can't see anything in StreamYard.
Okay. I don't know what's going on. Wait, but is that the way it should work? Somebody help me out here real quick. Oh, wait. Somebody says go to not top chat, but live chat. That's probably why.
Yeah, that's what it is.
So what is the point of that? All right, now I see him. So Boomersaurus, or whatever your name is, why don't you come up and take your 5 minutes to, rather than be in all my chats just crying like a little girl, come up here and cry like a little girl. It's better for you. Explain to me why we're wrong. Explain to me how the Earth can still be flat when it cannot be flat. It'll never be flat. Ever, ever, ever. I've never been so sure of something in my life. How about that? The Earth cannot be flat. Never. It's impossible. The AE map is the only flat map that'll ever exist. The AE map has been debunked. That means flat Earth has been debunked. Sorry. All right, let's go spin the wheel.
What's the opposite of a flat smack?
Oh, sorry, we have volcanoes. Opposite of a flat smack is shut the hell up, I guess. Right to left versus left to right is still relative to the observer. We've got a I don't know how to find it here. Do we have it? We do. I can't hear but somebody doesn't.
Because you're retarded.
Anybody hear that?
Because you're retarded.
I did.
Okay, good. Just making sure. Jaren, have you ever visited Cape Canaveral? No, but I will accept any paid free trips, so thank you. How do you not understand? Boomer, let me explain something real quick to you. imagine that we're watching a sunset. Did you notice I said sunset? Okay. Which direction are we looking? Oh, west, because that's where the sun sets. And so if everybody's looking west, then left and right become absolute. There is no relativity. There is no, oh, well, I can turn around. Then you're not facing west. We just said face west. Watch the sunset. It either moves right to left in the south or left to right in the north because the earth is a sphere. And that's just life. And so sorry that you don't believe that. Hey, Josh Monday, what's up?
What's up, brother? How's it going?
Good. Let me bring you on and we'll give you your 5 minutes and
Okay, no worries.
ready, set, go.
What's up, guys? How's it going?
What is up?
Nothing much, man. I got a few minutes for my children, to step away. So I was like, man, let me hop on and see what's up.
How nice of them.
Looking forward to our trip, bro.
Me
too. Definitely looking forward to it. I'm kind of getting some ideas on some other stuff we could do besides just filming the sun, and hopefully you have a few things too as well. I think you're trying to come up with some too as well besides just filming the sun, right?
Where is this?
We're going to Edmonton, Alberta,
California?
Canada in June.
Oh,
And then we're going to Punta Arenas in December.
Yeah.
Nice.
So we'll film the sun, and then it should be a mirrored sun on a globe, right? Is that
Correct.
What, reverse?
Yeah.
Is that
Or
what it is,
upside
right?
down. I mean, we kind of turned it upside down, be the same thing. And then the other thing I want to do is I want to measure on the ground what a mile. So I just want to make sure that a mile on GPS matches a mile in real life. And so I found a 400-foot cable. And I think we'll just if we just leapfrog, like I'll walk the 400 feet, then you'll walk to me, and we'll just keep kind of leapfrogging each other so we can measure a full mile. Sound good?
Okay.
So that's just to make sure that there's, because somebody could say, oh, well, maybe a mile's different down at 37 degrees south than it is at 37 degrees north. So we'll be able to show that's not the case. And then we'll watch the sunset. We'll watch the sunrise.
Yeah, I'm trying to, and then we're also going to film the stars as well. I think we could film the stars in the north and then film the stars in the south. I think that's something we should do.
Yep.
I'm trying to get some idea on how to do that because obviously I've never really done photography of the sky before. So I'm just kind of learning, but I'm getting some ideas from people, So that way when I'm there, I could be, I could be doing, as much as, we could do as much as we can while we're there. We have about 3 days. So
yeah.
we can get it, man.
Excellent.
Looking forward to it though, man. I think it's gonna be cool. I'm like I said, I think it's gonna be a
Yeah, somebody Meg's asked, can you scale it down to do a quarter mile? Yeah, we'll do each one, but just to see if there's any variation in the larger we go. But I don't think it'd be too hard to do a mile. We just have to find it exactly east-west.
I think I'm gonna get 2 lasers, bro, too, as well. Maybe we could do some some laser tests as well, just to kind of see how high up that we could see the laser.
Interesting.
If anybody else lives in Edmonton and wants to offer us free dinner, we already have dinner the first night with Robbie, so we're waiting for two other offers.
Yeah,
please.
so everybody knows, man. We're trying to do this, and I think it's because I have a guy actually that's coming on my show, Jaron, on February 7th. He's a contractor for Antarctica. He actually goes down there and installs garage door openers. He's from Orange County.
Okay.
He's got a big company out here, and I'm gonna go eat dinner with him and kind of meet with him. But he's telling me that he's been to Antarctica and he knows there's a 24-hour sun. He's already been there for that, and then also he goes to the Arctic as well. So he's been to both sides, to just to kind of verify what he saw. So
cool. So he's been there during the summer.
Yeah, so we have that. So I'm just and I'm gonna hop on Mark Sargent's show on February 3rd and kind of just let everybody know the experiment we're gonna do and
nice
and kind of just for the flat Earth side so that they all know what we're doing. And obviously if the sun is not mirrored, then we have we have to go back to the drawing board. You know what I mean? But
correct. Yes.
People are telling me, a lot of people on the flat Earth side that are telling me that they're expecting it to probably match what the globe says. So I'll see what the we'll
so what do you think let's just talk about that, because I do think we need to unpack that. So I wonder why flat earthers, and again, I was in this boat too, but now that I'm outside, I look back and I'm like, wow, how stupid was I? Like, how can they think that we have Google Earth, which everybody is mapped on, which anybody can go and verify that what Google Earth says is true? No one's ever debunked it. So we live where Google Earth says, because you can't possibly fake that. You can't take somebody, like, let's say we live on a flat Earth. You can't take those people, put them on a fake sphere, and then the sky match the sky as it would look on a sphere. It just doesn't work. So I'm wondering how they, like, if they say, because I have a feeling that flat earthers are going to say that, oh, I'm sure it will match. Well, yeah, if 53 degrees north matches 53 degrees south, and the same is true everywhere, then the Earth is congruent, or it's symmetrical which is a sphere. So
well, you guys have the Antarctica footage. Some people don't accept. So
right, that's true.
I think what we'll do is I think people would be more obliged to accept something from a place that's a lot more accessible. Edmonton, Canada.
Oh, let me just stop real quick. D Critters, what you said, that's not what you said before, Jaron. No shit. I was a flat earther for 10 years. So bringing that up is really ridiculous. You could sit here all the shows that I do and be like, that's not what you said before. That's not what you said before. Yeah, I changed my opinion. It's like so ridiculous that they don't understand that. Anyway, go ahead.
Just so everybody knows too, this is organic. So this is completely organic. Basically, I heard Jaron on a show make a claim that the Earth is symmetrical, and if you go to now he didn't mention 53 degrees north, but he said that if you go to any part latitude, then it's going to be like a mirrored sunset and sunrise, but it's going to be going the opposite direction. So, or not opposite, I guess reverse. So I want to go verify that. And I think that's something we should do. We should. It's accessible for a lot of people because it really costs about $600 from California to go to Punta Arenas, and that's including hotel, right? So, and that's for 4 days. To go to Edmonton, Canada. So that's accessible for people. Down in Punta Arenas, I didn't really see as much, a lot of footage about the sun. All I saw was your guys' lives on that. I didn't really see too many. I didn't see like a sunset, sunrise in Punta Arenas.
Will's channel.
Oh, does he have it?
Yeah, he's the one who took it with his drone.
Oh, okay. So I just want to. We'll do it. I'll be there. I think some of the people on the flat Earth side are saying, they trust me. So it's not like something. It's not inaccessible for us. It's really easy to go to. It only costs us what. I think it's going to cost about $800 to go to Punta Arenas, I think, as far as the flight. So
yeah, Day Critters, what do you mean? It says, my point was your explanation for that was better than your current, but hey, call me names. Did I call that person names? I don't know.
Yeah, and I can't see the chat either, but yeah, just
I didn't know I did
that. And just so everybody knows too, I hit Jaron up because Jaron, I've known Jaron the whole time, and I had him on my show, and I've been talking to him the whole time, and I hit him up to see if he would go, and he immediately said he would do it, and he's spending his own money, and I'm spending my own money, and also spending my own money and his own money to go to Punta Arenas. So,
well, I am going to do a GoFundMe to hopefully get some help with that, but
for that one, yeah, it's a little more expensive, but yeah.
So it's going to be good. Now, are you telling people that you asked somebody else first?
Well, no, I'm not. I didn't really ask because I did talk to Dave Weiss and I told him that we should go to Punta Arenas. I didn't really ask him. I didn't really have that in mind to go to 53 degrees north, 50 degrees south yet. But I did talk to Dave and want to do the Punta Arenas thing. And he I don't think he's going to do it. But especially if we're going to do it, then I just hope that people would trust the footage. It's not going to be like we're going to be in Punta Arenas. We're not like in Antarctica, which is supposed to be like inaccessible for us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then again, if it matches Google Earth, again, it's just one of those things. How many times does that need to be shown until somebody says, "Oh, okay, Google Earth is correct. It matches everybody's location." That's
then I'm gonna go to Thailand as well, probably next year, and I'm gonna go to the south, which is Petalong, and it's right on the equator. It's like exactly on the equator. So I'm gonna film that as well. And then we'll have footage from Antarctica, and then I don't know who we can. We have the Arctic already. People already believe in the 24-hour sun in the Arctic already, right? So
yeah, we have people that have filmed that, including Daryl Marble, Bob Nodell's seen it. A bunch of people I've talked to have seen it.
Yeah,
people that live in Norway can see it. People that live in, I don't know if Iceland's within there. I think it's close.
Yeah, so and then I'll have the having it on the equator. We'll see what the sun does as well. At least we'll have that so far. There's if you have like 3 hats, like Dave Weiss, when I had him on my show before, he said there's 3 hats. You got a flat Earth only, you have a globe only, and then you have something that works on flat Earth and globe. And with flat Earth, a lot of the observations on the ground have people believe that that's going to prove the flat Earth. Like that's something that we need to further do. Some more tests, I think, on the ground, but we'll at least have the footage of the sun and the 2 latitudes. I think that's good, and those are far enough apart for it to be such a difference that it's going to be noticeable, right? So
sorry guys, I know he's quiet. But I turned it up as loud as I can. I don't know why it's so quiet.
Oh, am I quiet on
a little bit? Now you're better.
Oh, hold on, let me get it closer, dude. Sorry about that.
That's right.
My mic should be good, bro. It's
good. Now
all
it's
right,
better.
Cool. Yeah. So yeah, all we're trying to do is just get off of the microphone, bro, and go actually do the work, because I've talked a lot on the mic about it, and I'm a biblical cosmologist believer. I've taught it for the last 5 years, and for me, I I want to make sure 100% that I'm teaching correctly. So I'm going to go and try to verify some things, and I want to do some more tests as well. Hopefully we can get some people together and do some stuff on land, you know. Let's see if we could get an answer to that, you know, because that's not answered yet. There's still in debates. There's still a debate on whether the ground or the water is flat, you know. So we want to make sure that we do that as well somehow. If someone could come up with some kind of experiment, and you know, I'll put money up to do it, you know. So that's all I want to do is kind of just verify things, bro, because I've watched every single debate, dude. Like I used to watch, you know, Witsit debate. I used to watch everybody debate, and I do watch debates now still, you know. And what ends up happening a lot is that you know, when I'm teaching the Bible, I'm teaching that the sun is going away from you and not going down. You know, I'm teaching that Ecclesiastes 1:5. It says to go away from, right? And then I debated Peter Markley one time, and he told me in the New Testament it actually says sunrise or sunset. So we kind of have a debate there in the Bible of the sun going over your head and on a flat earth, you know, which is Psalms 19. So I just want to go and verify and see for myself, and I want to make sure that I'm teaching correctly, because I'm teaching out of the Bible. I do a Bible study every week, Sunday service, Wednesday service, and that's the thing I want to do. I want to verify what's going on because I want to teach correctly. So I think it's a smart thing to do, man.
I think you got to follow up, and even your Bible says test all things. So let's do that. All right. Well, thanks for being here. I appreciate it.
God bless you.
You too. Somebody asked, what did they say? Oh, Jaron, are you paying for your tickets or is Josh paying? I am paying myself.
Will Duffy's paying.
I wish. I'm paying myself, but I was going to do a GoFundMe to see if anybody wanted to assist, but just haven't done that yet. We already bought our tickets to Edmonton. My flight was only $375. It's not too bad. And we're staying in a place where we each have to pay, I forgot what it is, $140 or something for the whole time. So it's not too bad. About $500, $600 trip. Trying to see if there's anybody else in chat. Everybody's going off at Boomer still. What's he talking about now? What is your feeling on volcanoes? That spun. We didn't talk about it.
So just what about them? Just like, what if they're fake? Yeah, they're all fake. There's never been a real volcano.
I disagree.
Have you seen one in real life?
I've seen one not erupting.
Well, how do you know they erupt?
Because I've seen them on TV.
Oh, so you've seen me on TV. I mean, I'm not real.
Good point. No, you don't have anything to say about volcanoes. There's people who believe that volcanoes are fake.
I don't feel as though they're fake. I don't know that people actually believe that they're fake.
I don't think so. But
for them to explode, I mean, I think it's a rare thing, right?
Jaron, ask that guy if he is a porn addict. He's got that look about him. I'm guessing Futa.
For me or for the other guy?
Maybe you. I don't know. I don't think
that's what I was doing when I was off screen.
I figured that. You just got to get in a couple a day. Share the link. Share the live, guys. Thank you very much, D. Kriggers. What D. Kriggers? Can you tell me what you were talking about? I just want to know, what did I say better before that I don't say better now? Please. Big fish. Knock it off. Share the live, guys. Appreciate that. But possibly you want to know as it erupts. Or possibly, you know, people who have seen it erupts, people you trust. Also, there's all that pesky geological evidence, right? That stuff. But I want to know what D. Kriggers think I used to explain better, because I don't remember now what we were talking about when she said it. I want to learn from my bad explanations. But man, Lost Man got a sweet stalker vibe.
Hey, at least I'm a sweet stalker. At least I'm not like a scary stalker.
Leave his porn mustache alone, please. I'm feeling complete. J-Man, wrap it up. Kevin, I don't know if this high, male official. Okay, no, I don't see Dave Krieger's back. Modern Man, learn from Flatzoid and make sure you do that when Jesus isn't looking.
Jesus is always looking. In the words of Dave Weiss, Jesus is here with me right now.
Oh my God. In the words of Dave Weiss, Jaron is the Antichrist. So that tells you something.
Also true.
I don't see where D. Kriegers went. All right, let's spin again. Good. Oh, wait, we got to get it back on the screen. Here we go. We'll spin the wheel again. We've got a little bit of time left. And go. Oops, and on the screen. There it is. Pop, 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 pop. You said, of course, they can map the Earth on Google Maps. They could also do the same thing on an AZ map. No.
Walt Disney and Club 33.
Okay, well, that's a dumb one. So D. Kriggers, I'm guessing that maybe you are a flat earther. I'm not sure, but for you to say that, so you're saying that back when I used to say, you said, of course they can map the Earth on Google Maps. Okay, you mean Google Earth? Google Maps is a flat map. That's not really the same thing. They also could be on the same thing on an AZ map. That is impossible. So if I said that, you're talking about something I said as a flat earther. And the reason I said that is because I asked Toon. Toon was on my show, and I said, Toon, isn't it possible that you could project a flat Earth onto a sphere? And he said yes. And I got all proud and felt, yeah, I told you, of course they could do that. But I wasn't thinking of observations. So yes, you could convince people that live in a flat world that they live on a sphere that's so big that it remains flat. Great, you can do that because how the hell are they going to know? They're just going to say, oh, well, it looks flat. Yeah, you're on a sphere. It's really big. It's flat. Okay, but they have observations. So that's the thing. Once you realize that, you're like, oh, wait. So Google Earth, which is a spherical model with a spherical sky, shows you wherever you're standing on Google Earth what your sky will look like. And it's a sphere model. So if everybody on Earth lives somewhere that's been mapped on a sphere and everybody goes out and they all check the sky and it matches, then we live on a sphere. It would be impossible not to. And if I'm wrong, then show me how you could take a flat world with a sky above it, map it onto a sphere so that it matches the observations of the sphere. That's impossible. So anyway, I don't know if that's what exactly we're talking about. Now, as far as Walt Disney and Club 33, I've never been a big fan of Disney. You?
No, man, it's creepy. Even older movies, it's almost especially older movies, but it's, not a Disney fan. I
like the
know
old
many
black
people,
cartoons.
Disney adults, those are the scariest ones.
They are pretty scary. They like dress up and go there and they like wear the princess uniform and stuff. Yeah, that's really good. How many times does a claim need to be falsified before you start to realize that maybe you're wrong? Right. That's why it's like, how many times do we have to show that the flat Earth can't work, and yet Dave keeps pushing it, everybody keeps pushing it, they keep using it, teaching with it, you name it. It's a little strange. What's this say? I just saw some. Where's Jaren's slits on this wheel? We already have the slits there. Yeah, slits there.
Oh, you always get me confused because I think you're like getting a little.
No,
sorry, I can't say that word.
See, it looks a little. There you go. You can see it better. It's a little chueco right now.
Do you have a Cholo voice that you could do with it?
What do I say?
That's pretty good.
Not bad.
Wow,
that's pretty good. Not bad.
I can run.
Jaren, ask the guy if he. Oh wait, how did I end up back on the screen? That's weird. A long time ago. Let me look at the chat again. We're going to see well panties only if the answer actually addresses the question. Boomer, why don't you come up here? I'm so confused. Steve's creepy van is here. Steve, you want to come up here and tell us about make a claim about one of the flat earthers that they are creepy and went in your van voluntarily? I think Flatsoid would go in your van voluntarily. You'd be like, Flatsoid, do you want to get in the van? And he'd be like, sure. He'd be like, oh, can't. Oh, you said yes? Okay, never mind. Come on in. Come on in. That's no big deal. The conclusion that they're desperately seeking evidence for instead of coming to a conclusion based off the evidence. Correct. And here's the thing. I mean, this is my new thought. Oh, I have a song for it too. I got a song about it. Like, here we go. Anybody tell me what show that's from? You get $5. Here's my new thing about, if you are a flat earther, you are smoking what's called flat crack. Okay. It's this new drug that makes you think that you're funny. It makes you think that you are more educated than anybody who's got a college degree. It makes you think that you can't be wrong. This is how great this flat crack is. Also, you can, you're getting high on your own supply. It's a never-ending crack pipe that you just get to keep smoking. And when you do, you make stupid statements like, we can't tell the shape of the ground by looking at the sky. And you say things like, we don't know where the sun is. We have no idea where the sun is. We just say it's in the sky. But don't we know exactly where it is? No, we have no idea where the sun is, man. I don't even know what the sun is, man. Hey, dude, the moon is transparent, man. Did you ever see it? So this is what happens when you smoke all that flat crack. You just start saying crazy things. The moon's transparent. The moon's cold light. The moon is a map, man. If you get high enough, the moon's a map. And then you believe in the dome, and you believe that the Operation Paperclip was trying to launch nuclear weapons at the dome to break it to let all the water in and flood the whole world.
Have you flipped on all these things? Like, I mean, not flipped in a negative way, but like everything you kind of used to say is kind of garbage now.
About what? The flat Earth?
Well, just these little things. Because I mean, I don't know. It used to sound cool.
So name one.
I wish the moon was a map. No, I'm not saying I believe it. I'm just saying.
Well, yeah, we can wish. I wish the moon was a map too. But how ridiculously stupid is that? Think of how much flat crack you need to smoke to think that there's a map of the Earth on the moon.
Yeah.
It's a lot of flat crack. So what happens is you start smoking it and you start smoking it and you just are all giddy about it. You get to go around telling people they're assholes who went to school, like went to college, like, oh my God, you're indoctrinated. You went to school. We didn't go to school and we know everything there is about the earth. Even though flat earthers know nothing. They don't know what the sun is, where it's at, where it's going, what's it doing, what angle is it at, why is it upside down, why is it going backwards? They don't know anything.
It's so simple, I guess, when you think about it, because they are, probably broke usually and uneducated, and myself included when I was in that camp, But I swear if COVID didn't happen, it would have never happened to me. If COVID and Jaren didn't happen, I would never have been flat.
I know. I saw on the page, I don't know if you looked at the wiki page, the Flurf wiki that lists all the escapees. And next to some people's names, it says fan of Jaren, fan of Jaren, fan of Jaren. Like, don't put that.
That would have been me, right? I think I'm on that list.
I don't want to know that. Jaren had really good explanations for everything as a flat earther. It's hard to hear you saying you were wrong. Sorry. Yeah. Well, no. Let me explain it the best I can. When I thought that the South was a lie, well, then you are going to make little excuses for whatever somebody brings to you. You're going to leave hope that your excuse is right or that you can explain something away, which we could. We could explain a lot of things away. When you find out that the map is no longer viable because the South is not a lie, then there is no more believing in the AE map. So once you don't believe in the AE map anymore, there is no other flat map. And there never will be because the AE map is laid out correctly with the tropics and the continents. So that just means that flat Earth is over. So then you have to relook at everything you used to believe, and you can go through it and go, oh, okay, this makes sense. Oh, the reason we see too far because we live in an atmosphere and there's refraction. Okay. The reason why we don't feel the spin because it's hella slow. We go around once a day. Why we don't feel flying around the moon? It's hella slow. We go around once a year. So there's all these things that were just stuff you dismissed before because we thought we were so right. And that's what you do as a flat earther. You think that you're right about everything. So if anybody says anything anti what you believe, you just think that they're liars, they're agents, they're whatever. Well, that's not the case. The case is that the flat earth is wrong. So everything that they're telling flat earthers the whole time has been correct. Flat earthers just refuse to hear it because they think they're so cocky that they're right. So I'm here to tell them that we were not right. If we were right, the sun would have set in the south, in Antarctica. If we were right, there would never be a sun south of me in Punta Arenas. What the hell is the sun doing south of us? We're underneath the Tropic of Capricorn. So all those things together means the flat earth will never be true. And it's embarrassing to see these people, especially the TikTokers, who think that they've got something going. They actually think, like, how delirious, how stoned do you have to be to think like Dave Weiss, like, we're almost at the precipice. We're right on it's about to flip. It's going to become, it's like, dude, the earth is not going to be taken over as a flat earth. They can't explain anything. What would happen if the flat earth took over tomorrow? Oh, sunrise, sunset times are gone. Oh, we no longer know how anything works. Oh, we can no longer use GPS. Oh, we can all these things work because it's the globe. So it's just kind of funny that Dave thinks that we're on some sort of breaking point, yet flat earth has provided nothing. How would that ever take over? It has to do something.
Do you think there's like a part of human beings that they want to believe that they know they're not the smartest people, so they want to believe that they've just been tricked and they're actually secretly the smartest people? They
want to be tricked. Because if you were tricked, then it explains why your life sucks. It's true. I mean, and also if you didn't go to college, think about flat earth. Flat earth is the first time that somebody who didn't go to college can make fun of somebody who did. That's what flat earth has equipped people to do. It's like, haha, you got indoctrinated, but we know the truth because we see through the lies, and you don't because you went to college and you wasted your money. That's a very attractive thing to people who are dumb. Just saying. It's very attractive.
I might go back to flat earth now that you mention it,
I don't think you should do that because they have nothing.
I know. I believe me. I've been trying to do my rounds here, and like when I talk to people, and there's a lot of them, and I invited several people to the show today, and they're just, no, I mean, it's all a hologram anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Well, they get 1,000 people. Let me explain to you why that is. D. Krieger said TikTok. Well, they get 1,000 people in the live, while Globers get 100. Right, and I've already seen the results of that, and that is because what they do is the TikToker kids. That's why I call them garbage pail kids. By the way, just for right now, because I would like to play that song because I feel like it's good time to play it. And let's play this real quick, just because I don't like the garbage pail kids.
They stink, they smell, and they cannot spell. The kings of the dumpster fire straight out of hell. Reality rejects don't care about truth. They are fearful of facts. They're allergic to proof. TikTok's worse, kids with noses full of snot. Confidence is high, but they're out.
They fucking stink. All right, that was Garbage Pail Kids by me. So here's the TikTok problem with TikTok is that if you are a flat earther, you can get up there and you can talk flat earth, and all the flat earthers will show up and they'll all join you, and none of them will say anything when you get things wrong. When you claim things that aren't true, they don't care. They're not there for truth. There's nobody there for truth. They're there to cheer on their team and to cheer against the other team. Nobody on TikTok cares a shit about truth. Okay, so then what you have is you have
the ultimate truth. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say what you have is. Thank you. Thank you, Jim Daniels. $10. That is the dong. When you ring the dong, you can get rid of somebody from the show. But thank you for that. Appreciate that. What was I saying? So the TikTok people, here's what they do: is now if a Glober goes in and starts a live and tries to have those people on, they just will purposely all boycott the show. They just don't go there. So it shouldn't be surprising to you when you're like, oh, the flat earthers get 1,000 views live. Yes, it's all the flat earthers that all join there so that they can circle jerk and have a bunch of good times with that. But they
are you flat, Daryl?
Go ahead.
Well,
go ahead.
I don't know. I guess I got banned,
Sure.
but I was trying to answer a few things in the chat and respond to you as you were saying. But
yes, go ahead.
all I'm saying is that I remember I listened to you for 10 years. You know.
Thank you.
And you and I have been actually talking. I don't know if you remember, but we've been messaging back and forth, and I respect the hell out of you. I think you're very talented. And
oh yeah, I've seen you from the Messenger.
Yeah, you've been putting me down with your secrets about how the hell you got that 60-year-old body. You know what I mean? Like, and
yep.
You know, I've been following. Like I said, I've been following you for 10 years, and it's just really hard to hear you say all these things because you actually had a really good explanation.
But they're okay. So let me explain that. It's only
and I understand you. I understand.
Oh, okay.
I understand what you're saying.
You understand it's an explanation,
but that's
though.
my point.
Right.
That's my point.
Okay.
And that's all I'm saying.
Right. So what somebody would do if you have a very a different idea of how the world might work, because you're like, hey, I think the Earth could be flat. Then yeah, all these things that come up, you're going to have to come up with an idea or an answer for them. But everything was based off the fact that the South is not what we're taught. Because if it is what we're taught, then everything goes out the window. What can you do? So again, that's why I'm going back to verify. Taking Josh with me. Anybody though that lives anywhere in the South can go and just verify that Google Earth is correct. And if we all did that, let's say right now everybody went and checked if Google Earth is correct for their sky. If we determine that it's correct, then we all live where Google Earth says. That's all. It just can't be anything else. It wouldn't work. But anyway,
I love it.
Go ahead,
Daryl. Do you think that there's any truths that this may be distracting you from? Because on TikTok right now, I know that you can't say anything against ICE, and that's sort of interesting. You can't generate any specific. Like yesterday, I was trying to generate an AI photo of Operation Metro something, and it wouldn't let me do it. So I don't know. I think that it's still a distraction.
Yeah, I'm not sure what you.
I think the flat Earth is distracting you from. If you're a truther, right? Maybe you should be looking into other truths. I mean, that one is.
I think I'm looking into a lot of truth. I mean, I mean, do you guys believe in evolution? I mean, I looked into that. That's where I started at. I didn't agree with evolution. I always thought that, we were created beings, and that.
Let me ask you this question about evolution: which one has more scientific evidence, creation or evolution?
Well, like I said, your explanations for that before used to be is that you can map anything. Like so like Newton's volumes on gravity. It's a book, the size of it's a huge book that just is a whole bunch of math, and you can calculate things and create a whole world inside of that math. But does it relate to reality?
Well, you can then go and verify that, right? That's the difference. Is that you can go and check that. Now, again,
but we also have other explanations for gravity, like electromagnetism, buoyancy, density, those types of things that would also account for.
But would electromagnetism make the Earth a sphere?
Well, someone that has already been objective about the fact that it may not be a sphere doesn't need to go into that. They can just say, okay, if it's not a sphere, then what would explain why up is up and down is down? And these are the things that do it.
Right, sure. Well, the thing is that the globe Earth answers all the questions with just the one word, globe or sphere. Whereas the flat Earth has to do convoluted nonsense for everything. Nothing works across the board. Right? Like, if you're going to say, go ahead. You have 2 minutes.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. But I've asked these questions. I've been asking people that are smarter than me. Like, how do we explain this? How do we explain the fact that there's a 360-degree circuit while you're standing in Antarctica,
Mhm.
and you can see the sun go all the way around you?
Right.
And that would not work on a flat Earth. I'm
Correct.
intellectually honest about that. I know, and that's the major reason why you're now saying that it's impossible, and I agree with that.
If it was,
But
yeah,
what
if it was
there's
just that,
hold on, Darren, let me finish
Yeah.
the last part of that
Go ahead.
is that I've been asking these questions, and now I'm being told, and I've been looking into it, that people are starting to explore the fact that this might be a reflection. If there was a dome, okay,
Okay.
and we are on a flat plane, and you're standing on Antarctica, which would be the outer rim on that model.
Right.
What if there is a reflection happening with the sun, creating an apparent position that causes that phenomenon? I mean, we know that there are specific phenomena that happen with the sun that we really, sometimes we can't understand. I'm sure science can explain it, but um, who has gotten into this as much as we have? Nobody. So, I mean, I think that
Okay. Well, here's the problem with that.
the true,
Okay.
I just think it's too soon to like just jump in and say, oh yeah, now it's a globe, because like
Okay. So
you didn't
if
really
it's,
give it enough time to like explore
I
other
gave it tons of
options. And
time.
of
I gave
course,
it
Dave Weiss is,
6 months of
I
6
agree,
months of
he's a
trying to
freaking
put together
idiot,
how that could work.
because he makes himself look so stupid by saying it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It does fucking matter, and
Yeah.
we need to find out, like,
But I already did that, so I don't mind if
if
people
there
take the
is a
time to do that.
possible
But
other explanation before we jump right into it, because there are a lot of other things that do
it doesn't
point to
matter.
the fact that we are on a planar surface.
No. Well, okay.
I
It is a
mean,
planar surface.
you gotta admit.
Here's what you need to realize. I'll say a couple things.
Did I
First,
get booted?
no, you're still here. So first off, the first thing
I
is
don't know.
what? What are you doing? Why are you?
I can't see anybody. I guess
I'm up in the corner. You don't see me up in the corner?
I'll hop off.
No, don't. Okay, well, hop up. I guess fine. I don't know why he did that, but anyway, I don't know where Landry is. Landry's supposed to be manning the back room, but I think he left to his channel or something. All right, so let me explain this guy's issue, and hopefully people get this. So, first of all, when you're talking about reflection of the sun off a dome, so here's what you have to believe. If that is the case, then we must believe that God is a trickster. Okay, the creator of the world is a trickster who said, "I know what I'll do. Is I'll make the earth so that somebody can answer all observations by saying sphere, but really it's a trick. It's not a sphere, it's actually flat, and it's a double-edged dome refraction of a reflection sun that happens not to flip like reflections do, that shows up in two places so that we have a sun above Australia at the same time we have a sun south of Antarctica. For what reason? God knows why. Why do we have to have two suns now? Why do we have to have reflection suns when we could just have one sun? So the globe Earth describes the Earth at all times with one sun, calculatable by anyone, anywhere. One sun. The flat Earth requires you to believe in dome refraction reflections that somehow make things appear that we live on a globe. That's what you guys don't understand. The observations tell you we live on a globe. You cannot get the sun to set right to left and left to right for people in the north and south unless we live on a globe. And that happens every day. Go look outside. So it's that simple. There is no more questions. In the South, people from South America, South Africa, and Australia can all face the southern direction. They will all have a lowest place of the sun, just like I saw the sun at its lowest place when I was in Punta Arenas and also in Antarctica. And I realized, oh shit, if I walk towards that lowest point of the sun in the sky, every time I walk 69 miles, the sun is going to pop up 1 degree. So I knew eventually I would get to the place in 600 or so miles where the sun just remained at, what would that be, 15 and 35, so 25. So the sun would just remain at 25 degrees all day. That would be the South Pole. Well, guess what? Somebody from South Africa could get the same way. Somebody from Australia could get there the same way. What does that remind you of? It's identical to the North Pole. Okay? Somebody in California, somebody in Hawaii, somebody in Russia, they could all walk towards the lowest part of the sun in the north, and they would get to the North Pole. And they would all meet there. So the Earth is congruent. It is symmetrical. It is the lines of longitude converge, both north and south. That can be proven. That can be shown with measurements. So the flat Earth is over. I don't care what I used to say. I realized we were wrong. Just because your other flat daddies, your other flatties, will not admit that to you because they'd rather steal money from you. They'd rather not give up their 3 Bitcoins. They'd rather not give up their app sales. They'd rather not give up their donations. So that's something you have to figure out. You know, that's not for me to figure out to you. I told you from day one I would be honest. From day one I was honest. I believe the earth was flat. As soon as I found out I was wrong, I told you I was wrong. If you want something more from me than that, what you guys all want is you want liars. Do you not get this? Do you not understand? That you desire to be lied to. So just expect it. All these flat earth creators are going to continue lying to you because you don't hold them to account. You don't hold their feet to the fire. Like I said about TikTok, every flat earth claim on TikTok is a lie. Yet nobody does anything. Nobody says a word. They don't police each other. They don't do anything because they're all about teams. They think that teams will win the flat earth competition. It's not going to happen. Okay, it's not going to happen. You're not going to find another flat earth model. I mean, Boomerosaurus, you are not able to comprehend the fact that there's one map for the flat earth. It's the AE map. It lays the continents outright. It lays the tropics outright. And it has been falsified. When something is falsified, it's over. It's over. It's done. Now, I'll keep my mind open. I'll say I'm 99% a globe believer in case somebody finds some crazy evidence that nobody's found yet, or somebody creates a map or something. But to believe in a flat earth at this point, you are willfully ignorant. Willfully ignorant. The moon and the sun, they don't change angular size. Oh, so let me explain the water-lying level. This is what, and I talked to Toon about this the other day, and I still have talked to McKeegan. I'll tell you, I have a very different opinion than McKeegan and the guy that interviewed me from the Skeptic magazine. I think Toon is on my side, but I'm not really sure. Here's the deal. Once I figured out that in 660 feet, that there is 1/8 inch of curve, I started thinking, okay, so water doesn't really bend like you think it does, because in 660 feet, it just curves 1/8 inch. We can't even see that. We couldn't even measure it. Do you understand what I'm saying? The earth is so flat that we cannot measure the curvature in 660 feet. So once you realize that, you realize they would never use it to build bridges. They would never use it for anything. We don't need to use the curvature of the earth for anything. It makes sense now that NASA says, treat the earth as flat and stationary. Of course you should. If you don't, you're going to crash. If you treat the earth like it's a sphere, you're going to nose down or something like the flat earthers think. Just fly the fucking plane. Stay the plane up above the earth. It'll do it by itself. It stays the same distance from the ground. So what I'm trying to say is that if it's true, just think about this. In 660 feet, which is 2 football fields end to end. So I want you to picture we have 2 football fields. We dig them out and we create a big trough. It's a big pool, like a super, super, super size Olympic swimming pool, right? 660 feet long, 2 football fields. If we fill that with water, it's impossible that we tell that that body of water is curving. Impossible. We can't determine it. We can't measure it. We can't test it. So now just picture the whole earth is nothing but those pools. One after another, one after another, one after another, one after another. If you zoomed away from the earth, guess what you'd see? You'd see the spherical earth. The planet Earth is a sphere. But if you're looking for water to bend, then you're asking it to break gravity. How could water bend different than what gravity calls for, which means it only changes its down direction, not very often. I mean, every second, I guess, technically, but I'm saying perceptibly. You could not see that. Okay? Why are we not measuring Home Depots anymore? Home Depots, we can still measure those, but those are smaller than 660. So just think about that. A Home Depot well fits in within 660 feet. So anywhere you build a Home Depot, you put a level on it, it's going to say level. So you could just build the whole earth of Home Depots and you would never notice that it's curving. You would put a level down anywhere, it would say level. So what does that tell you? So it means that we have, there is no curvature that you should be looking for. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous to look for curvature that you can't perceive. Again, get in a hot air balloon, get into a helium balloon, get away from the earth, and then you'll see, oh, look, the earth is a sphere. Oh, look at that. Water actually curves to the shape of the planet. But then people would say, well, we don't ever see water curve. Yeah, it curves 1/8 inch for 660 feet over and over and over and over and over and over again. So you're not going to see it curve. Stop looking for that. It's because people, I don't think, and I didn't understand truly how flat the earth is as a sphere. And again, here's one way we could test that. Let me give an example. If we, I could probably do it on GeoGebra, but let's say I went outside and I drew a circle in my driveway out of chalk, okay? And I took a ruler, and I took the ruler to the edge of the circle. I could show you that that circle was curved because I'd put the ruler there and you'd see that the curve goes off of the straight line. Okay, great. But do you realize that if I drew a circle as big as my city, okay, if I drew a circle, chalk circled my whole city in circle size, and then I took that ruler to one of the edges, do you realize that we wouldn't be able to tell that the circle wasn't flat. And it's only a city size. We put the ruler on it, it's going to show that it's level and flat. It's going to show that that circle is straight, but it's not. And then we could zoom out with a drone and show that it's a gigantic city circle. That's probably the best way to explain it. That the Earth is very flat because we are very small, and it is very large, huge. I don't think people recognize how big the spherical Earth is. They think it's like something small. It takes 5.5 hours at 550 miles per hour to fly from New York to LA. Think of how small the distance of the United States is on a globe. Oh, we can show you. So here's look at that little tiny spot. Let me get this up here for you. Since I lost Landry, where is it? Do you see on the globe where the United States is? Been this way. See it there? Just that little distance here takes 5.5 hours, 550 miles per hour. Okay? So the Earth is gigantic. So stop looking for curve because you're not going to find it. It's not, the Earth is not, we're not large enough. Unless you zoom away, unless you take a picture of the whole thing and go, oh, the planet Earth is a sphere. But if you're like, oh, well, the planet Earth's a sphere, so therefore we should see bendy water. No, you should not. We don't live on a sphere 2,000 miles in circumference. And you probably wouldn't even see that. Thank you very much for upgrading Dr. Borex. Let me see if anybody else in the chat has anything to say, or else we could head out. Nobody else is showing up in there. Want to measure flight distances and then apply them? Yeah, good luck on that one. You are just okay. I'm not justifying a model. I'm questioning yours. Okay, there's no use in questioning the globe. Oh boy, look who we got. Oh, I thought it was somebody else. Damn it. I thought you were
Hey Jared.
I thought for a second you were Steven Alonzo.
I was gonna say don't say Alonzo.
Oh man, I just saw Steve there and I looked up and saw him. I was like, oh, this is great. I thought he was gonna come in. I was gonna make fun of him for being a pilot and a porn star and ab coach and a million other things.
What a hell of a resume that is.
That
is something.
Did I mention pilot and doctor? I don't know if I mentioned those. It's hard to remember all of his accolades.
Yeah, certified by himself, I'm sure.
How are you, Steve?
I'm doing well. How are you, Jaren?
Good, thanks. What's up for
Awesome.
today?
It's good to see you.
You gonna put somebody in the van for us?
Yeah, it's good. I'm going back to a classic. It's going to be one that I've done before, but I never showed the evidence on your show. So going back to Dave Weiss, the claim is that a smart contract holding Freemason-related tokens is wash trading Dave's cryptocurrency, and that's where I'll stop with the claim. People can make of that information what they want.
Okay, so where can they find evidence of that claim? On your channel, right?
On my channel post, or it's still on the blockchain. So you can't delete it from the blockchain. It's on the Pulse Chain Explorer.
Right.
But if they want to go right to it, it's on my community post tab on my channel.
And what would you say is the most awkward, most fascinating thing that you found about a flat earther, or the most shocking, or the most?
I think in my video, Why the Wounded Worship the Weird, and I talked to you a little bit about that.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I really did learn the most. And your Why We Were Flat series was really good.
Mm-hmm.
Learned a lot about the psychology behind it, and it's not so much of an intelligence issue as much as it is really rationality sometimes. At least, I think sometimes it's good to have a skeptical mind and be curious, but sometimes I can get a little disconnected. So,
well, I would warn people. I would say the same thing. That if you have a skeptical mind, that's good. I don't have a problem with that. But I would say what you have to be careful of is that your own ability to fall for a very simple trap, which is, again, I always mention this. When I first started making videos about flat Earth, let's say I got 10 comments. About 80% of those were people saying, "Hey, you're onto something here. Hey, you might be talking about. Hey, keep going. Hey, we think you're funny. Hey, your videos are interesting. Hey, good point." And then the other two people said, "Drink bleach and don't procreate." So in order for your brain to accept that the people saying that are the correct ones, it's just very difficult. Your mind is going to go towards the path of least resistance, right? The path that's saying, we're welcoming you, make more videos, we'll send you a donation, we'll buy your shirt. It's very difficult for somebody to see that and go, nope, that side's wrong. The side that's telling me to drink bleach is right. That's what's difficult.
Sure, I agree.
Yeah, and for somebody like me, I mean, some people like validation. And so when you're getting that validation, it's very difficult to tell yourself, oh, the people validating me are incorrect. It's just a difficult thing to, I mean, now I look at it and realize that, but when you go to a conference and people are waiting to talk to you after and good presentation and nice, we came from Dallas to see you speak. That's very difficult to hear that and then be like, oh, I might be wrong. It's just, our mind doesn't work that way. I think our brains they don't want to work hard. So when they have a belief, they're like, okay, I'm settled on this belief. They're going to reject new information unless you kind of force it to not. Like, no, we have to go look into this. We have to go do a test or experiment. Otherwise, your brain just is like, nope, we already got it. We're fine.
And one thing you taught me, and just to expand upon that, is really that it's it's an identity that you associate with it, and that is the hard part to let go. So it's not so much accepting facts. A lot of people, when they want to accept the facts, they do.
Like Dave Weiss, like he can't do anything now. What's he going to do? He's Flat Earth Dave.
Right.
So
exactly.
Right. So I mean that needs to be. Now I wish more flat earthers recognize that as a red flag. Like, oh wait, so this guy can't be objective. He can't tell us that if he's wrong. So people should see that, but they don't. I think that what happens too, and we don't even notice this. Imagine that if you're a flat earther and just over say for a year, anytime you see a video you don't like from an MC Toon, from a Simon Dan, from a Creaky Blinder, any of these guys, they delete them or they block them. So then within a year, you have the ultimate echo chamber where you turn on YouTube and it's only the people saying the things that you already believe. Nobody double checks anything. Nobody follows up. Nobody tries to verify whether the claims of seeing too far have the correct height of the observer. Nothing. So you just create for yourself a beautiful land of flatness where you think everybody's flat Earth and only these stupid globetards are the one, and they don't realize that it's 99% of the world, that they are still in the 1% that believe something that it's just untenable.
And I tried to confront Dave, not confront necessarily at first on Facebook, just to, play on that point a little bit. And I was blocked immediately. I did ask respectfully at first. I know that that's maybe not my public persona, but I was hoping he would interact with me and at least give me an answer. It would have been nice to get the full story on that, but
he's just not going to deal with that.
He doesn't want to tell his side. So
and it's just not going. It's not going to behoove him, right? There's no benefit to him talking to anybody from the globe. He just bans them, and then this just increases the amount of flat earthers that are commenting, that are saying how great he is. I mean, you go to his videos now; he blocks comments on every channel except for the one, right? And so and again, it's because he doesn't want to manage all because he manages them just like Eric Dubay does. Go to Eric Dubay video, and there's not a negative comment on there. Those people, they sit there, they sit there and churn, or what do we call it? They what is the name of that? Collate? No, what do you do when they just sit there through their super chats and they clean, or their comments, and they clean them all up. They make sure that it looks like everything they're saying is perfect, and they have people come in and say, oh, Eric, you're the greatest. Oh, you're so smart. Dave Weiss, you got it. And again, they'll even make up things that make no sense. Like when Dave Weiss, when I filmed the rocket launch from 188 miles, Dave Weiss came out like the next day and said, oh, it's because there's a 20,000 foot cloud that gets condensed down to the horizon and the rocket's hidden behind that. But what that does is it destroys every long distance observation that they go by. The Canigou, which is only 9,000 feet high. So how the hell is it being able to be seen over a 20,000? So again, and nobody in the flat earth sees that. Nobody's question. They just all chalk that up. If you ask somebody now, what about Jaren's rocket? They'll say, oh, it's because there's a 20,000 foot cloud. They just adopt their flatty evidence and then they move on, because that's all they want is just an answer to. And I feel they're lying to kids. That's the worst part about it.
I agree 100% on that. If there's not an answer to what could falsify this belief, then it should seriously be examined and questioned why you're so entrenched in it.
Well, it's because they connected it to their religion. That's why.
Right. Exactly. I think honestly, just about everybody, even people who know it's a globe, could still say that in some unfalsifiable alternate reality or where we're in some simulation or something. Obviously there's always that, but they can at least accept that that's unfalsifiable. So there's honesty in that. So
I totally
anyway
agree.
I wanted to
thank you.
to commend you for everything you've done, and I appreciate you having the show and having me on. I'll let the next person get to it. Like I said, the evidence is on my community tab, so please check it out. It's undisputable, still live on the Pulse Chain Explorer as well, so you can go check it out.
Probably worth close to nothing at this point.
No, it's you can't buy it anymore because the coin that you exchange for it has also been made illegal in the US. So I'll rephrase that: you can't buy it in the US anymore.
Okay. So, well, I don't know about that whole idea that Dave had, but he's obviously making money and he's obviously getting app sales. And I remember him telling me when I was down at staying at that house in LA, I just still remember where I was. And he was like, hey, here's what we need to do with the app. He said, we just need to get everybody in the United States to download it once. And I made $1 billion. And so I said, okay. So, but
I mean, the cap got pretty good on it. I mean, he got it up to about 400K at one point, but it's significantly lower now.
Did he cash out?
No, I don't think he got anywhere close to that, but he did make some money off of it. I estimate in the range of 30 to 60 maybe.
Wow.
What he put in his pocket, because it wasn't just his venture either. There were some other people in on it too. So.
Matt Long and some other people.
Right. Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for coming by. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Later. Appreciate it. Bye.
Keep making good videos. They're funny. Although I don't know how you got the balls to do Steve's creepy van. Like that is very ballsy to do. It's kind of like, is this guy, portraying something that we should know about? No, but it's good. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it, man. Later. You have a good one, Jaron.
I couldn't do it myself. Like I'm going to make a channel that talks about my creepy van. Maybe not. Any flat earthers in here? You must be a hypocrite to believe in flat earth. Well, you must be not willing to go and double check the things that I'm saying, because what I'm saying is very simple. This is what people get confused at. They're like, oh, you're an agent. Oh, you have all these. It's like, yeah, okay. So if I'm an agent then and I'm wrong, then just disprove what I'm saying. Obviously, if I'm right, then I'm saying things that are true. If I'm wrong, then I'm saying things that are false. Yet nobody has proven one thing that I've said false. In fact, Toon tried, and I think I won Toon, but I'm going to see, because Toon said, hey, be careful on what you're saying about the right, left, right, because if you are within the tropics at a certain time of year, that it flips. I'm like, I don't think so, and I don't think I've figured that out. I don't think I've seen it flip. There is some times where you won't be able to tell, like if you are at 5 degrees north, it's going to be very difficult for you to tell whether you're north, south, or at the equator, but you'll know you're at the equator. You'll be close enough. But I just don't. I think it stays the same, because it is a. When he said that, the reason I thought no, that can't be true is because I said, well, it always has to be the opposite on the other side of the earth. So then what you'd be saying is that if the north was seeing the sun set all of a sudden right to left, then the south would be seeing it set left to right, and that could just never happen. So I just knew that can't be the case. The reason is this earth is symmetrical. It's always 50-50, right? So anyway, back to the water thing. I think water, again, water curves. Go take a shower. It curves around your body. Water is the most curvable substance that there is. But looking for water to curve, like you've heard him say, oh, a glass of water has no curve, and a pool has no curve, and a lake has no curve. Yeah, we just said 660 feet has 1/8 inch impossible to decipher, determine, or measure. So that's the same repeated over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. It's the same thing. So there is no. Now people say, "Oh, it's exponential." Yeah, but you're not going to see that. It's going to stack up. You're not going to see it. Did you catch my membership chat earlier? I don't think I did. Fitzroy, let me check. Sorry if I missed some. Let me see here. Let's go to fan funding. All right, well, we got a few. Let's go. Obsessed Patriot said yes again, paying my dues. Thank you very much for doing that. We've got Healthy and Safe 7663 says LOL. Then he says that's why you don't have $100 million. Yes. Then we've got Derek the Dullard says big up Jaron, big love from Brum in the UK. Then we had Jim Daniels said thousands of photographs and videos of the globe from space, and this wanker in the chat pretends as if nobody knows the shape. Good grief, grew up boomer. Then we got Fits of Rage 23 who said, I think a good way to phrase it is that the earth isn't flat, but it's still flatter than your dining table. Wow. Yes. Yes, that's true. I bet you could find a deviation in a 2x4, 10 feet. You're going to have more deviation than the earth has. I think a good way to phrase it. Oh, yeah, sorry. Upgraded membership to Jeranism VIP Club. Thank you, Dr. Borex. That's nice of you. And we got Nick Carey says the keyword seems to be falsifiable. Only falsification of MX is theory of relativity with expanding and shrinking instruments. Are you happy with that yet? Falsified theodolite yet? Say what? Keyword seems to be falsifiable. Yes. The only falsification of the Michelson-Morley experiment is the theory of relativity. That would be a true statement. Okay. Thank you very much, Roger that 007 for being a member for 2 months. Appreciate that. And West Side Girl needs to hear Enrique, but the problem is I can't hear it, so I don't even know what he's saying. But Enrique, they want to hear you. Is that okay?
Fierro pariente, dale gas, jefe.
Oh, wait. I know what I might end. I wonder why that happens. It says over here, I can see it. I can see the mic going, but why isn't it here in my ear? Do you have any idea what's going on with the sound? Enrique, please let me know. Enrique, are you there? I cannot explain that. I cannot explain it. ProFX 3.4 is what? That's USB 3.4 line 910. It's on. Line 910's on. Hello?
A la verga, let's go.
No? I don't know.
I
There you go.
don't
There's
need
Enrique. He's
drugs,
all over the place,
Jefe.
except for
I
don't
just
get to hear it.
listen to your theories and I hallucinate.
Oh wait, let me try this. No, because then I'm gonna have replay. I'm gonna have echo, advanced audio, desktop mic. Let me try this if I go monitor and output. Test. There's an echo. And now here, watch.
A la verga, let's go.
Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. All right, we'll turn that off. Doesn't work. So when I do, I don't want to monitor that. I'm gonna go monitor only. Wait, the mic should be monitor off. There we go. All right, that's good. So now you hear me there, but I don't hear this, do I?
Before I met you, I believed in aliens. Now I believe in therapy.
And TikTok screwed up my whole Tech HD audio. Right. And SoundShow is sending it to the output device, which is Realtek HD audio, which comes in through 7 and 8. And is that? What does this button do?
Jefe, question. Why is my beer empty and why I still thirsty?
I hear it now. Did we fix it? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? All right, I think we're good. Welcome. Enrique, people wanted to talk to you and I couldn't hear you, but now I get it. So, what is your thought about gravity, though?
Gravity is a lie? Then
Yeah,
how
that's
my
okay.
fat ass staying on the ground?
Good point. Good point. No, it's not a lie. It's just people think it's a lie. So anyway, all right, that was Enrique, guys. Don't get him started, though. 'cause
My bad,
he
Jefe.
doesn't shut up.
My cousin used this laptop last night to DJ Quinceañera. Everything is a screwy now.
Okay, thank you. I don't want to get a new sound guy. Keyword seems to be falsifiable. We've got only falsification of MX theory. Okay, there's relativity with expanding and shrinking instruments. Are you happy with that? Falsified theodolite yet? Oh, so you're talking to me? Guess I was confused by that. No, I don't. I really don't care. I want to tell you about that. What you're saying, the only falsification of Michelson-Morley experiment is the theory of relativity. No, isn't the? I'm confused. Can't we just say that the Earth doesn't move through the ether? Or no? Maybe not. Maybe I'm misunderstanding what you're talking about. Please tell me my reality so I can feel entitled to be right. That's the sad thing about it. That's what everybody wants, is they just want to be told. And that's all of YouTube, by the way. Everything on YouTube is people confirming what they already believe, for the most part. You might think you're differently. I would disagree. I would say you watch mostly stuff of the same people that believe what you do, right? Talk all the shite you want. Just shows you're a bitch. Hello, I only have a difference of my perspective, but if you makes you feel better, fire away. Wimps. What? I can never tell if they're talking to me. I guess not. I don't know. We're going live chat. All right, so I'm going to play a song though. This is a cool song. I haven't not written the lyrics. I haven't done the captions yet. I do like to do captions so you can read the music. Otherwise, it's not as fun because you don't know what it's saying. But this is a great song. This is all based on my Smoke Flat Crack. It's a Flat Crack song. I just think there's think of everything that flat earthers do and believe. It's like they're smoking crack. Flat crack though, not some other kind of crack. I'm not talking about drugs. I'm talking about it's the crack that is being a flat earther. It's like confirmation bias mixed with Dunning-Kruger, mixed with incorrect assumptions, mixed with misunderstanding, mixed with confusion, mixed with no education, you could go on and on. That's what it's basically doing. Let me guess, you were a flurf until you did your own research, am I right? Any flat earths that are left are too dumb to realize what Jared is talking about or just don't want to be wrong. Thank you, Corey. I appreciate that. That's what's so shocking to me, is that it should be a huge list of people if they actually were truthers. This is why I no longer believe in the truther world. I don't believe that truthers are truthers. They want the truth to be what they want it to be. Not they want the truth and are willing to believe in whatever the truth shows, whatever the evidence shows. So I get it, but at the same time, then they take it out on me like I've done something wrong. It's like, no, I said I was a truther. It took me 10 years. I found the shape of the Earth. I'm fine. I mean, you don't have to like it, but to slack me off like I'm some sort of lunatic is a little bit weird. Just a little weird. Just a little weird. They just aren't ready yet. Okay, but take some time. I get that. Oh, wrong account. Sorry, I went to the wrong account. Let's go flip this. How do you get out of here? Okay. Come on, China. There you go. Everyone who followed you should have just left Flat Earth, Jaron. They trusted you for a decade. Yeah, and I feel bad about that. I mean, especially with all the stupid people on the escapee list that say fan of Jaron, fan of Jaron, fan of Jaron. I'm like, stop doing that. I don't want to hear that. But at least they've gone. Yeah, I feel bad for that because I do realize that, it's not like I joined a cult as much as I started a cult, which is a little strange. Because people may not realize that, I mean, if you're talking, and I don't want to like try and puff myself up. I'm certainly not, I don't want to be associated with the beginning of Flat Earth at all. But I'm just saying, if realistically you were to say, who are the 6 people that started Flat Earth, I think I would be one of those 6. As far as Dubé, Mark Sargent, there was myself, there wasn't that many at the beginning. So now I'll blame Mark Sargent, but and then I'll blame, my confirmation bias. Once you start thinking you're right, oh, I do think the Earth is flat. Then you go looking for evidence that the Earth is flat. And people might think that that's okay to do, but it's really not, because you are not being at all objective. And if you go read an entire book written by Isaac Newton in 1970, or I mean in 1770, or whatever it is, 1670, but if you go read that, then you're going to be looking for just the flat Earth parts, and you might find a line or two in that book that you can then show people and say, look, this is flat Earth proof. Do you understand? But you didn't tell them about the whole book. It's like that Kay Podgy. Let me find that Kay Podgy real quick for you. I cannot stand, there's not a lot of people I'd say I hate, but she's getting up there. And I also think she uses filters. What do you think about people using filters all the time on their stupid images? Or I didn't know this, but it looks like people use filters on TikTok videos where the person that you see on the video is not really them. And I'll show you why I believe that. Because Kay Podgy, she's a decent looking girl. She's got a great mouth. But anyway, she's a decent looking girl. She's just dumb as rocks. But then I saw her on an interview, a podcast, completely different girl. Not completely different. I mean, she looks way different. I'll show you. Let me find her. Where's her TikTok? TikTok, Kay Podgy, where are you at? Kay Podgy. Kay Podgy. TikTok. Where is she? Kay Podgy TikTok. All right, let me bring this up there. Where is the Kay Podge? Okay. Oops. There's her account. Oh, you can't see. Kay Podgy 2. Yeah, now I'm looking at it. For sure, there's some sort of thing going on. Some sort of I don't know what you want to call it. Filter thing. I'll show you what I mean. So this is menu browser. Okay, so this is Kay Podgy here. And just look at her face like here. Okay. See what she looks like. Get an idea. And I'm going to show you in a podcast she was just on the other day. Oops, you can't really see well. Hold on, let me move this over here. And go there. Okay, so you're seeing what she looks like here. You see what she looks like here, here, here. Okay, these are recent. Now I'm going to show you what she looked like on this podcast. And you tell me if does that mean that she's just using a TikTok filter and making herself into somebody she's not? Which again, hey, teach their own. I'm just saying, for me, I was like, saw this podcast. I'm like, that's not her. And then I realized it is. What was Rob Skiba's son's name? Jeremiah Skiba. Kay Podgy. Kay Podgy. See if we can find this. Oh, here it is. Let me show you. You tell me if this is the same girl. And maybe I'm off. Maybe it's me that's off. Let me go here back. Tell me, is this the same person? Where are we at here? Kay Podgy. Is that the same? You can't see that now. Believable. Is that the same person? Anybody? She looks completely different to me than she does on her TikTok. I don't know. Maybe there's no such thing as a filter that does that. I just thought, that's weird. That does not look like the same girl. It's like, I could say it's the same girl. I'm not saying it's a different person. I'm just saying that it kind of is like, this isn't the person that she is You are off. Looks the same. What? No, clearly she's using filters. I'm not saying it's not her. Chat, pay attention. Pay attention. I'm not saying it's not her. I'm saying that she is so different looking that she's using a filter here on TikTok to be this person. Because then on this podcast, she's a different person. That's a different face. It's like she's not using a filter anymore. I don't know. Maybe it's something. Maybe she's, yeah, it looks skinnier. Thank you. Thinner. I mean, maybe that's something that TikTok does. I don't know about it. Anyway, let me show you why she's. She has this one. She's looking at this book. It's not that book. 1880s book on giants. Let me see. Oh, this one here. I want you to watch this video. This is what I mean.
This is an astronomy book. And I got on Blue Letter Bible and looked up the phrase. This is an astronomy book from 1896.
Can I pause? Okay, great. So she's looking at an astronomy book from 1896. Firmament, fixed stars, strange comets, world fair. Okay.
6. And I want to show you guys a few things in it because I think you will be shocked at how much things have changed and how standard the firmament flat earth model
First of all, there's the picture of Saturn on the cover of the book.
Actually was up until the conception of NASA. And you can see it listed here as a required piece of literature for.
It says the required literature for 19 or 18 something. This is going to be hard for me to read. It's not very. Let me make this a little bigger 1 second. Because I want you to see the stuff that she purposed. This is what is going on in the truth movement. People are just lying to you. If you're a truther, you are being lied to by all these creators. I'll show you why. She will just skip the parts that she doesn't want to read.
A literary and scientific circle in 1878, and the author was the director of the Chamberlain Observatory at the University of Denver. The very first thing
right, so he clearly believes in a spherical earth.
The book is Psalms 19:1. The heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament showeth his handiwork. A few pages in is this poem that I love, or the very first thing.
Okay, but I mean, she's not reading. The starry spheres which roll and shine, unaccounted millions, the infinite depths of space call us away from the things upon the earth and bid us plume our spirits, blah, blah, blah. So it's basically talking nothing but globe stuff, but go ahead.
In the book is Psalms 19:1. The heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament showeth his handiwork. A few pages in is this poem that I love. Perchance that thou with cloudless vision slowly.
She reads this whole poem and then makes an assumption about it that is so far off.
Sweeping up the mighty nave of the universe, and so throw glories. Follow the dying star in her swift flight, athwart eternity, track the lost world, that drifting past our ken, still gleameth fair upon the confines of some far-off realm. Perchance the star which first spake peace to men will dawn through thee upon the waiting earth. And O far-seeing eye, God's eye, perchance...
No, not God's eye.
...mayst thou reveal the city beautiful, which lies foursquare in midst of heaven, whose shining walls are of fair jasper builded and pure gold, whose battlements are crystal, and whose ways are sapphire paven, and whose gates are pearl. And if anybody's not catching it, this is referring to Jerusalem. The earth must also be in the...
Okay, so now she's reading the earth must also be in the center of the celestial sphere, blah, blah, blah. But she's not reading anything else above it. After Hipparchus, the most distinguished astronomer of antiquity is Ptolemy, who lived in Alexandria, who was the 2nd century of our era, wrote the Almagest. It says the earth, said Ptolemy, must be a sphere. It says this right above the damn paragraph she's doing. Right here. The earth, said Ptolemy, must be a sphere, or it will go southward. New stars appear above the southern horizon, and the stars in the north seen nearer to the horizon than before. Besides this, the heavenly bodies do not rise at the same moment for two observers, one of them who is east of the other. Furthermore, when a sailor approaches the coast, the bases of the headlands are first hidden from view, and by reason of the curvature of the sea. Now she just skips that. I'll go to the next paragraph.
Center of the celestial sphere. For if it were nearer to the eastern portion of the heavens than to the western, the stars in the east would
By the way, the earth is in the center of the celestial sphere. Anyway.
Seem to move with greater rapidity than those in the west. Since the stars sweep across the sky each day at a perfectly regular rate, the earth must be equally distant from all of them, and thus in the center of the universe. A lot of these antique books, when they say celestial sphere, they're actually talking about the firmament.
No, they are not. She's lying. No book that says celestial sphere is talking about the firmament. She's lying. Go ahead, K-Pod. Continue on with your lies.
They keep mentioning that Polaris, the North Star, is at the center of the celestial sphere.
It says, I can't read the top of that. The Earth, okay, it's the sun, moon, and Earth, blah, 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 blah. The Earth being one of the Sun's family of planets, and the Moon being her attendant. The Moon belongs to the class of bodies known as satellites, which revolve about the planets. We are now in position to understand any mention, which may be made of the celestial objects prior to the detailed discussion, which will come later. Our present business is acquainted with the fixed stars. So she's just lying about what she sees or what she's saying.
Or the firmament. That's also what they're referring to.
They're not referring to the firmament.
Said God's visible sky tabernacle.
They're
this
not-
is an astronomy book from 18. The North Star is at the center.
And then like read these other pages. Everything on the side is talking. The whole book is talking about the spherical Earth, and she's just pointing out little things that she can make up lies about. So it's a problem. But this is what they do, and they've realized this is where the money is. The money on TikTok is in anything sensational, right? So that person saying, "Oh, 1,000 people watch the flat earther," right? Flat earthers have realized they can go on TikTok, say anything they want, ban anybody that comes up that could debunk them, and make money from it. So if you don't think people are doing that on purpose, you are wrong. You are wrong, sir. And just all of her claims are just, I mean, it's such garbage. Is your music fake snow? I don't know what you guys think about the fake snow thing. I've seen a couple videos on that. I don't know how I feel about that yet. Never seen a line in the sky like this? What do you mean? Yeah, well, you don't live near the auroras. Yeah, well, that's not. And that's another thing, right? It's like they'll make a video that says like, anybody notice that the moon and the sun are in the same sky for the last 2 months in a row? And then there'll be a bunch of views and people commenting. It's like, that's not even possible. Anybody notice that the moon has risen from the same place at the same time at my house for the last 5 days and just gets a bunch of views? You are lying. That didn't happen. It doesn't happen. It can't happen. So this is what people have learned to do. Just go on TikTok and make some sensational fucking nonsense garbage. Say whatever you want. It doesn't matter because flat earthers will believe you. Truthers believe that anybody from the truther sphere is telling them the truth, that only the people in the government lie to you. Never would a person that's a flat earther lie to you. Yeah, right.
Tower of Babel. I'm beginning.
Look at like she's, oh, you can't see her face. She's basically making this seem like this should be scary, that, oh, this is going to happen and everybody's going to think Jesus. Nobody is going to think Jesus came back because you put lights in the sky. They're just not going to do that. That's just drones. Stop looking like that. Oh, you can't see what she's doing. She's putting a weird look on her face.
This video has almost 100,000 likes.
Okay.
And it's loaded with comments saying like, that's my savior. I'm glad that revival is here and all of this stuff. And I am terrified for the people of God because is nobody reading the Bible? I saw a beast rising out of the sea with 10 horns and 7 heads with 10 diadems on its horns and blasphemous names on its head. And to it the dragon gave his power and his throne and great authority. This is a Jesus made of lights.
No,
Satan.
it's not. The Bible was predicting drones. The Bible meant drones are going to come, and then that's when we'll know the end is here. Because read that again, K-Podgy, because that sounded exactly like drones flying in the sky. Let me hear it again.
With 10 horns.
Let's hear it again.
And like,
just to see if it sounds like it.
And likes.
Let's hear it.
And it's loaded with comments saying like, that's my savior. I'm glad that revival is here and all of this stuff. And I am terrified for the people of God.
Right.
Because is nobody reading the Bible?
Yeah, read the Bible.
I saw a beast rising.
Okay, that's Jesus, not a beast.
Out of the sea.
Not out of the sea. That's just above the land.
10 horns and
doesn't have 10 horns.
7 heads.
Doesn't have 7 heads.
10 diadems.
Doesn't have 10 diadems.
On its horns and
doesn't have any horns to start with.
Blasphemous names on its head.
Doesn't have any blasphemous names written on its head. Keep going with your great
and
assessment
to it,
of this.
the dragon gave his power and his throne. And
nobody gave that fucking Jesus drone a power, and nobody took power from him or any great authority from him.
Great authority. This is a Jesus.
Yeah, you are completely off.
Made of lights. Satan appears as an angel.
Oh, now just go. Satan appears as an angel of light. So she must believe Satan was also the sun. I mean, you get this. You get it. You get it. Was the moon visible when you were in Antarctica? It was not. It was not. I was there short. Well, it was when I was in Punta Arenas, but not in Antarctica. But Duffy got what's his name to film it 24 hours. She rose out of the sea. I don't know. The sun and the moon can be seen in the sky here in the UK sometimes, though, like up to 10 a.m., give or take, no joke. But you have to understand what you're saying. That is not proof of a flat Earth. It is not against a globe Earth. Think about it. So we know that at a full moon, the moon is across from the sun. Okay, so it cannot be in the same sky because you've got the daytime and the nighttime, right? So if you then start to move it around the Earth, you have to realize that 14 days, it's going to be on the light side of Earth. So 14 days is going to be on the dark side. But out of the 14 that's on the light side of Earth, 3 of those are the new moon. So you can't use that one because we wouldn't actually see it. So that brings it down to 11. So 11 days a month, you should see the moon during the day. And 14 days, you should see it at night. It's not very difficult to figure out. Not very difficult. Why do you think the moon wasn't visible? Just curious. I know why it wasn't visible, because it's not far enough to be seen from the south, from where I was. So we were in Punta Arenas, and the moon was kind of low, like maybe, I don't know, what would I say, like 45 degrees, I guess, ish 45. So remember, the moon does in a month what the sun does in a year. So if in a year the sun spends 6 months and 6 months being seen from both sides, then that's what the moon does in a month. Would be seen half the month from the north and half the month from the south. Satan controls the moon. Oh boy. At night, did you see it? At night, where? There was no nighttime in Antarctica. Sorry. Didn't get to see night there. I saw it during the night in Punta. That's right. Okay, I was going to do something else. What was I going to do? I was going to do something right now. I forgot. This goes out of her mind now. Out of her mind. But again, I mean, this is the thing. These get tons of views. Look at, she gets 50,000 views, 12,000, 12,000, 73, 17,000, 45,000. So she's getting tons of views. That's what TikTok does. But and she could just, the more sensational she is, the more that she's going to get focused. The more that she's going to get views. Let's see here. If there's anything else I need to see. My favorite Bible translation, oh boy. Because my grandpa, the American era is over. The actual year we're in.
This is a standard Holy Bible. It has the Old Testament, the New Testament, and the Apocrypha. It was made in 1818. From Adam unto Christ are 3,974 years, 6 months, and 10 days. And from the birth of Christ unto this present year is 1815. Then the whole sum and number of years from the beginning of the world unto this present year of our Lord God 1815 are 5,789 years, 6 months, and the said odd 10 days. And it lists the creation date 4004 BC. Here's my 1863 cassette.
Okay, that's about enough of that. How much is the deductible for the moon projector? In my song, it's got a funny line that says that they know that the moon is a balloon. It's good enough. Good enough. All right, Jaron, you're going to have to explain new moon to some of these people. Yes, the new moon is when the sun is, or the moon is in front of the sun, so we don't see it because it is too washed out by the sky, so you don't get to see it. So again, it's not weird to see the moon in the daytime, and it is not proof of any flat Earth. I can't believe that people still come to me asking that. Well, how do you explain why I see the sun and the moon at the same time? What do you mean? The moon goes around the Earth? So it's going to be at a different place of the Earth the entire month. So it has to exist sometimes on the day side of Earth. How would it go around it? How would it go around the Earth and only stay on the night side? That doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense at all. Let me get this up here. Oh yeah, did I sign in? Go sign in. Here we go. Yeah, is this the right one? Sign in. Sorry, I was trying to bring up a song and I got distracted, as always is the case. Tomorrow, by the way, be here at 3. We're going to do another TikTok extravaganza. Will anybody actually show up and talk to me? It doesn't seem like they want to. Imagine that. Because they don't want to be embarrassed. And, I see somebody in the Jake the Awake rules Jaron. Jake the Awake realized that the Earth couldn't be flat in 2017, and he's still a flat earther. Retard. 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 The guy is as dumb as fuck. He still is a flat earther, even though it can't be flat. And he figured that out in 2017. So obviously not the sharpest spoon in the drawer. Obviously not. I thought we had. We don't. But let's talk about the 24-hour sun. We'll use the NBA Jam announcer. He's always good at this stuff. NBA Jam, please tell me what's going on with you.
And there it
Thank
is.
you.
The sun is just circling their head day after day after day.
Right.
This is not good news for flat Earth. Wait, they say it doesn't matter. They reject the falsification. It was fake too.
Right.
Possibly a plasma laser ball. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter anyway, but they faked it in an Amazon studio.
Right.
Nothing burger.
Right.
Water is level.
Correct. Water's level, so therefore the Earth's flat. You don't really need to go beyond that. If the ground below your feet is level, then the Earth is level. Why would you need to go beyond just yourself? You are the entire world. So that doesn't make sense, does it? How about this one?
Oh no, it's Will Duffy,
No.
the pretend pastor who really is an evil demonic spirit.
Yep.
A mastermind that says that lying is great, and
Right.
so he faked the final experiment in an Amazon studio.
Right.
Nah, I'm kidding.
Oh.
Just a pastor who crushed the flat earth like a bug.
Oh, is that it? Okay, just making sure. Just making sure. I posted that Vlad song that features you, by the way. I'm gonna have to check it out. Doodle Sound Lab. Doodle Sound Lab. Got it. Let's see here. I still don't trust NASA though. Well, yeah, I mean, I still have my doubts about NASA, but that's neither here nor there. That's not going to ever change the shape of the Earth. That's what that comes down to. If NASCAR is real, how come we see two cars on the same turn? Whoa. I don't know what you mean by that. I'm here trying to learn something to no avail. What do you want to learn, Frequency Forge? I'll teach you anything you want to know. Bowl of noodles. Oh my god, what kind of knob lurks behind a screen in it? Oh, see it. Thank you. I thought they were talking to me. Jake is a tard? Yes, that's true. All right. Let's see if this song's going to work. I don't know if this is the right one. Let me hear it.
Yeah.
Can you
This
guys
room all filled with some smoke.
Yeah, it's
Some
good.
people think flat earth is a joke. We're not. We just on another level, you heard? We measure earth flat. Have you heard the good word?
I don't know if it's the right one or not. Hold on. Should get faster now.
Flat crack. We know the sun is apparent. We know the space is fake and the moon is transparent. Flat crack. So high, see a map on the moon. Used to believe.
I don't like that one. I think it's a different one. Hold on. Speak English, Forge. Well, being learning disabled issue. Yes, please do. Second greatest joke. Why does Helen Keller wear tight pants so people can reach her? Oh my goodness. Yeah, there's nothing to see. It's just the song. I haven't made the lyrics yet or the video, but I'm trying to think if that's the right. There's only one that I like so far. I just don't remember which one it is. I think it's this one. Let me hear it. Yeah, it is this one. Okay, I'm gonna play that one, and the lyrics will come soon. I'll just play a video on the screen for you. Hopefully everybody's here tomorrow at 3. Let's go to TikTok and see what happens over there. See if anybody actually is willing to debate me. Please follow my TikTok if you're on TikTok. I guess you might as well follow it. You can just go to Jeranism. I don't even know how to do it over here. Do I have my profile or something? Yes, you go here, and then you can go to any of my videos. So we got the Garbage Pail Kid song. Did you guys see this one? This is a great one. If you haven't noticed this one, let's watch. Oh, you don't hear sound? Okay. Go.
Absolutely. Go down there and film the 24-hour sun and prove the Earth is a globe. The Antarctic should, if it's a ball, have the same light as the Arctic did in its summer. And there should be a 24-hour sun in Antarctica, but there isn't. There's no 24-hour sun in Antarctica. There's no 24-hour sun simply because the Earth is flat.
There is no 24-hour sun in the South. There is no 24-hour sun in Antarctica. No one has ever seen it.
That makes sense. But 24 hours of sun, well, how could that work, right? If the sun was in their summer, so all the way out here, well, how can there be sun here when the sun is way far away? Well, here's the thing. There is no 24-hour sun in Antarctica. Go down there and film the 24-hour sun and prove the Earth is a globe. Go down there and film the 24-hour sun and prove the Earth is a globe. I will pay them if you can prove the globe. Guaranteed. Swear on my life.
Wait, what?
Go down there and film the 24-hour sun and prove the Earth is a globe. I will pay them if you can prove the globe. Guaranteed. Swear on my life.
So I'm confused. Go down there and film the 24-hour sun and prove the Earth is a globe. Then he says, I will pay them if they prove the Earth is a globe. I swear on my life. Dave, this is how I know that God doesn't interject in life. If God was real, he would strike this man dead with a lightning bolt. That's how we know that God isn't interjecting in life.
Okay. But the Earth isn't a globe, so I have no fear.
Even the
Go down there
swallow.
and film
Watch the
24-hour
swallow.
sun and prove the Earth is a globe.
Watch his swallow here after he says this. He takes the biggest swallow. Go.
I will pay them if you can prove the globe, guaranteed.
Swallow. Here comes.
Okay.
Yup.
But the Earth isn't a globe, so I have no fear in swearing on my life.
I would have a little bit of fear if I were you. I would have a little bit of fear. Stop lying to kids. Stop lying to kids. It's that simple. Don't lie to children. I don't care if you're an adult and you want to lie to other adults and you guys want to all party and have a great time. You are significantly impacting children's lives. They will have a more difficult time growing up, being accepted in school, being accepted in high school, being accepted in college, everything. If you've taught them something that is completely not just wrong, but made fun of by the general population. So before you teach your children that the earth is flat, you should be real damn sure, very sure, because you're about to teach them something that's going to handicap them. Do you want to do that? I don't think you want to do that. I don't think you want to do that. It's scary, scary indeed. And then I did this one here. I did a pretty good one. If you're not watching my TikTok, you're not looking at the good stuff. Let's do this one. Jaron from Jeranism here to show you something that you can see for yourself, and many have actually filmed. It's a sunset from a plane. Now, why is this important, you ask? Well, flat earthers, please explain this. That's the sun below the plane. On a globe, this is normal. It's expected. Boring, even. The plane is higher than the sun. On a flat earth, however, well...
Houston, we have a problem.
On a flat earth, see, what we're seeing here is impossible. See the clouds that are below the plane? Are those clouds below the plane? Pretty simple answer, right? Of course, those clouds are below the plane. And we see the sun as it goes below the clouds below the plane. But the flat earth says that the sun is always above you. So unless that plane is underground, which I will contend it is not, then what you are seeing here only works on a globe. Sometimes reality doesn't argue, it just gives you the answer. But sometimes the garbage pail kids, they don't really want the truth. Flat earth is cooked. It's overcooked, in fact. It's done. Give it up. I did. Flat earth for 10 years, and then I realized that we were wrong. Get over it. Move on. Or keep being reality rejects and keep lying to children. The choice is yours, and being the class act that you all are, I expect those lies to children to continue. For those who are ready to wake up, let's move on to real things, true things, not the garbage that is flat earth. So we'll keep trying to wake people up, but Garbage Pail's Kids song there, become a member or whatever you gotta do. I don't know what it's called. Follow me. Be my fan, be my friend, something like that. Can you be my friend, please? I don't have a lot of friends, so just friend me up if you don't mind. All right, we are going to head out. I appreciate you guys being here. It was another Back It Up. We didn't get very many people on the show because nobody, when it comes down to it, wants to back up their claims. They have a lot of claims they'll make out there in YouTube land, but when you say, hey, bring your claims here and back them up, all of a sudden, it is nothing but, can you please get to crickets faster than that next time? Gosh, darn it. You suck. Sorry, guys. It's just my sound guy is just terrible. Enrique, crickets. Jesus. It's like, why shouldn't it take that long, dude? Shouldn't take that long. Should not take that long, but, you know, what are you going to do? All right, let's head on out. We're going to listen to this song and hopefully enjoy it. It's a good one. You'll like it when you hear the words. Try and catch some of the words. Or do I have the lyrics? I guess I could put the lyrics on the screen. Didn't even think about that. I'll let you see the lyrics. Let me see if we can get them up here. How do we do this? Let's see if we get the lyrics on the screen with... Sorry, I got to do something to figure out how to get this out.
This room all filled with some smoke.
Let me get this on the screen.
Some people think flat earth is a joke. We're not, we just on another level, you heard? We measure earth flat. Have you heard the good word?
Here we go, so it's kind of
We know the sun is apparent. We know that space is fake.
It's the wrong
and
one.
the moon is transparent. Flat crack.
Is that the one I just played? Jesus, sorry about that. Okay, it's better. Here you go. Now I'll put the lyrics on the screen. Love you guys. Peace.
This room all filled with some smoke. Some people think flat earth is a joke. Well, now we just on another level, you heard? We measure earth flat. Have you heard the good word? Flat crack, flat crack. We know the sun is apparent, we know the space is fake, and the moon is transparent. Flat crack, flat crack. So I see a map on the moon. Used to believe it was a rock, now I know it's a balloon. Flat crack, flat crack. We know it's not a globe. We don't believe in science, we believe in Vlad and his role. Flat crack, flat crack. Don't have a clue how things work. Losing friends and family is just one of the perks. Smoking that flat crack in a Discord chat room, hotboxing every echo chamber from StreamYard to Zoom. Everyone on our side is a genius, got a PhD in YouTube, smarter than every teacher. We done cracked the whole truth. Truthers, high off a meme thread, eyes red, don't talk. The sky is a firmament, God's big fat sky clock. Physics in the trash can, vibes in the baggie. Smoke some of this flat crack, never leaves you feeling crappy. I'd like to shout out to Eric Dubay, he's my flatty. If he played golf, I'd clean his balls as his caddy. He showed me the way, he taught me the truth. You call it lying to kids, we call it 200 proofs. Our map may be drawn in crayon, our mathematics are funny. Least I don't believe in gravity, orbits, or the Easter Bunny. Do your own research by watching the videos I make. Believe what I say is real and what I say is fake. We know it all, we win every debate. You don't even know inches per mile squared, son. Hey, did you know that we spin 1,000 miles per hour? Can you even imagine that, Mr. Inferior Mental Power? Puff, puff the flat crack, it goes down so smooth. If you start to get dizzy, that means you found the truth. Pass that flat crack back, let the comments go dumb. Do planes even fly, bro? There's clouds behind the sun. Flat crack, flat crack, high off our own supply. I one rule, we never ever look up in the sky. Flat crack, crack, never let a globe head try and distract. No map, no model, and no reason to dwell on that fact. We don't have much, yet we remain the best. Slats would know if in the south the sun, south the west. We got smoke and mirrors here and there, this and that. It only appears like it's a circle jerk movement going flat. Blunt roll with screenshots, earth flat as a pancake. Everything we can't account for is clearly CGI or fake. You believe in TFE? You think Katy Perry went to space? Bro, there's no 24-hour sun, homie, looking to vacate. Floating off the flat crack if gravity is offended. Well, we say density did it, and you can't comprehend it. We are smarter than Lockheed, Grumman, even NASA. Banjo so high off the dome, he trying to swim in the plasma. Echo chamber loud, but the room real small. Same 10 dudes who think they solved it all. Masters of the keyboard, confidence max. Ask for a working model, will block you. That's facts. Flat crack, flat crack. We know the sun is apparent, we know that space is fake, and the moon is transparent. Flat crack, flat crack. So high, I see a map on the moon. Used to believe it was a rock, now I know it's a balloon. That's called special knowledge. My flat game is on fleek. This crack is so strong, make sure your brain go weak. Flat crack, crack. They say all roads lead to Rome. Take a hit of my pipe or all roads lead to the dome. We say once you go flat, you never glow back. Globe zealots have no answer to that. Oh, Jaron, Robbie, Patricia, Craig, Benny, and Nam. Shifty-eyed dirt cuds, ranty, rachy, mellow dome, man. Not real flat earthers, they were just propaganda hype. Sell out shills, Freemasons, we knew it the whole time. Can't fool a flare when puff that sweet crystal truth. I will give you $1 trillion for just one globe proof. I swear on my life, I've never told a single lie. We just can't know where the sun is, we only say the sky. We're confident on refraction, bro, cause we right, we strong. We know we ain't on a spinning globe, and we ain't never been wrong. Clack, clack. Echo chambers got us stoned, so high off I believe I can almost touch the dome. Flat crack, crack. Smoke till your brain falls out. Everyone but you is a Freemason, actor or a sellout. I kicked the habit, I quit that crack. I realized I was high, I realized I missed the facts. I went down south and it showed me the way. The 24-hour sun just circled day after day. I saw the light, I chose the truth over the cult. I tested my theory and I accepted the results. You don't have to be stupid, you don't have to stay. Get back to reality, back to the globe today. Put down that flat crack, come back, come back. Yeah. Put the pipe down.
Pick the globe up. Pace it.
See you tomorrow, 3 o'clock Pacific time for another TikTok extravaganza with the Garbage Fail Kids.
Yeah.
What song's playing now?
This room all filled with some smoke.
Oh, same one. Not playing that one. All right. Anything on the way out of here? I don't know. What do we got? That's a break time. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, that is kind of cool. Do I want to play that? No. Play it. It's going to be tomorrow. I'll play that probably. Well, I won't have a break tomorrow. I don't know. I made this. I'm trying to learn how to do things with like the captions and things I can do on the screen. I don't know if you noticed. I love using the captions. But anyway, I don't think I can put that one up here because I don't have it ready, do I? I don't think so. No, not going to work. All right. We will head out of here with the intro as the outro just because I love asses too much. It's really a problem. I probably should get some help. I don't know where to go for that. Is there Ass Anonymous? Ass Eaters Anonymous? If you know where to go to those meetings. But I'm assuming that then there would be girls that would show up there that want their ass eaten. So that's not going to help. It's not going to help me. I'm going to need something stronger. All right, guys. Much love. We'll see you soon, tomorrow, 3 o'clock. Till then, this has been Jeranism. I remind you that once you go flat, it's very easy to go back. The globe is actually, she'll take you back. You could cheat on her. You cheated on her with flat. That's okay. The globe is over it. She recognizes her value. She knows what she's worth. And yeah, so you went over and you diddled the flat earth for a little while. Come back. She'll welcome you with open arms and open trenches. I don't know. Volcanoes or something. All right, much love, guys. Till next time, this has been Jeranism, and remembering to back it up. Show me some ass, please.
Welcome to Dallas, Texas.
Back it up, back it up. Back it up. Claims are worth nothing if you can't back it up. Back it up. Step to the mic, to the mic, to the mic. Make your claim. But understand something real quick. Okay, then. Around here, words don't mean shit.
Back it up, back it up, back it up. Talk heavy, better stack it up. Receipts, clips, facts on deck. Don't dance around, best come direct. Yeah, welcome to Back It Up, where the mouth gets checked. Every claim on trial, every word gets pressed. You can say whatever, free speech intact. But don't cry when we ask you to prove your facts. You think Trump was Elvis? Cool, show the tape. You think history's fake? To demonstrate, you think the earth's flat. I bet you can't back it up. When falsified to death, it's time to wrap it up. Not whispers, not rumors, not telegram threads. Not a guy I know or the voices in your head. Bring timestamps, documents, video proof, or we'll dismantle the lie right in front of you. Back it up, back it up, back it up. If it's real, you ain't scared to back it up. If it folds when we ask how you know, oh, that's when silence says enough. Back it up, back it up, back it up. Truth don't flinch, lies are up. Need that. Say it proud, then stand on it. Or watch us tear it the fuck up. We don't cancel, we examine. We don't scream, we demand it. Evidence over theatrics. Okay. Data over dramatics. No sacred cows, no free passes. Every claim gets weighed in masses. If it's real, it'll hold its shape. If it's fake, it shatters. So roll the tape. Yeah. Back it up. Back it up, back it up.
Back it up, baby. Jared and my boy Landry gonna be anything.
Back it up, back it up, back it up. Back it up, back it up. Back it up.
Back it up, back it up, back it up. Hey. Only thing, can you really back it up, back it up, back it up? Only man, can you really back it up, back it up, back it up? Back it up, back
it up. Too big, too fast, and too strong. He's heating up on a live stream with zero evidence. The earth is flat, not today. When you get dunked on like that, you really ought to consider retirement. Flat Earth logic shut down by gravity. Starting at point guard, number 0, standing 8 foot 5 inches tall, kinda looks like 5 foot 8. He's a pilot, professor, professional bodybuilder, 3-point leader, porn star, life coach, and has TFE merch for sale. Here in his 3rd trimester, Mr. Honest, Steven, all flat maps predict the 24-hour sun. Oh, Lonzo! Get that guy out of here. It's Nathan Thompson outside of a school again. Okay, this is why the R word